ADHD, Mangy? If you mimic someone, you might want to get that checked out, because I have ADHD and that's what I do. Star just being cute.
It was 100. Holy shit.
She says 13 is the same amount of pages and 12 is almost there. But
Uni, look at my character. That's all. You don't have to talk about him. I just want you to look at him.
I'm confused. Hold on. Is it in Discord?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's adorable.
I think you've already seen it. Okay.
You can never see it more than you can never get enough of seeing your character.
I was really working on him. He's so cute. I love him. His wand is custom anyway.
But if you do want to read today, we can read chapter 11 because it's done and edited. So, do we want to read the chapter before we play or after we play if we do want to read today?
I think.
Yes, if we do read it today, she can make 14 and not. Okay, let me put this in the choices. If we don't read a day, on Friday we get 11, 12, 13. If we read chapter 11 today, we get 12, 13, and 14.
Oh man, but we've only got one chapter for today.
Yeah, but it might take an hour to read.
I can do it just chatting streams. And then listen to the story.
Alright, I'll read, and then when I'm done reading, we can come back to this. I'm gonna exit out of that so the music doesn't annoy me.
I'm also going to exit out of that so that it doesn't. You know what I mean?
Oh, question. Do we want to read any of these chapters?
I was not at all I was not absorbing any parts of the story last time. Mangy, big dumb.
No. What chapter do we want to read back on?
Yeah, that was fucking wild.
My mic's not off. Fuck. There we go. Mic's back on.
Mic's back on.
I don't know why my mic was off, but yours was on. I don't know.
We're special.
Yeah, I guess so.
Chapter... That was chapter...
I don't remember names. Well, I don't remember numbers or names.
Okay, let's see 8. Love... No, that was 4 then. Okay, chapter 9?
You don't sound too confident.
I am not confident.
because it's been a minute.
It's literally been only a couple days.
What was the name of the story again?
We are survivors.
Yeah, we are spiders. This is when they discovered Annie, chapter 9.
Yeah, when Unix is being a downright fucking cold-hearted bitch. Sorry, Uni.
Sorry, Uni!
What is it?
Life does not imitate art and vice versa because Uni's a savage, but she's not that much of a bitch. I'm glad that made you laugh.
Oh, why is Basil coming back in the evening? Damn. Okay, it's chapter 8, love. Okay, so we're gonna read 8, 9, 10, and 11.
Oh my god, okay.
Unless
Okay.
we just want to read chapter 8, then go right to 11.
No,
No.
that'll mess me up.
Yeah, that'll fuck me up. I will be like, what the fuck happened in the other chapters? Oh, hold
Yeah.
on 1 second though, because I gotta work with words, and I can only fucking intake so many words, and also not outtake them. Give me 1 second.
I
Yep.
think I understood that.
I have to shout myself out.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm doing it on my end. I thought I'd do it on your end too.
I try and make this very there you go. That should be readable. All right. Yeah. All right. So Alistair the Star. Here we go.
Promote thyself. Don't mind if
All
I
right.
do.
Whenever you're ready, tell me, and I'll start reading chapter 8. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna get water because I have none.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
Ooh, water.
Ooh, Wawa.
I've never.
Neither have I. I'm drinking tea.
Oh, yeah, I'm drinking tea too.
Oh my god, twins. Our brains are on the same wavelength.
Mine's Lipton,
Yo!
but it's not green tea.
Mine's not green tea either. It's iced tea, but it's lemon.
Amber tea? Iced tea, lemon iced tea. That's
Yeah.
where you lost me. I
Have
mean,
you-
I like lemon in my iced tea, like at a restaurant, but like anywhere else, that feels too bougie.
Okay, I mean, yeah, fair.
Also,
nah.
I'm allergic to lemonade, so
Nah, it's
I
like-
tend to avoid lemon flavors.
It's the actual, like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, sheep, I love you. Get me some bye.
Oh shit!
Sheep's
Breaking
going to
things.
get tacos
Oh shit, get me some bye.
from a place I've never heard of because we don't have it here.
What is it called?
Taco Baco.
Taco Baco, that's Taco Bell.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, I got you.
I like Taco Bell.
I like Taco Bell.
Are we ready, Minji?
Hold on one second.
Start.
One last time.
We're ready
The people will hear from me one last time.
We're ready. We're ready on my end. We're just waiting for Mangy, and I'm trying to be quiet so they can focus.
Thank you, and I'll teach you how to say goodbye. Okay, now we're here. What? What is this? I am a cool dude.
Yeah, yes, you are.
Awesome. Alright, now I just need to...
Bye!
Who are we
Ow.
buying?
But...
they left.
yeah.
We're back.
Alright. Alright, now I can, I know I have the brain capacity to listen.
Oh, so we're ready?
Yes. I think that's what Mangy said.
Sound like a no to me.
Yes, that's what Meiji said.
Got it.
It was a yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm like, can they hear me? Can they not hear me?
No, we could
I don't
hear
even know.
you. We could hear you. We just weren't sure what you meant.
Oh. What? You weren't sure what I meant by yes? Huh?
We got confused. We got two different words.
Guys, I haven't even started streaming.
Okay, I'm going to move down my thing, so just in case you guys turn on your cams, I can see.
I'm gonna turn down my camera.
I need to make my reading smaller because it was too big.
Uni, you should take pictures of everybody in The Sims and send it to us.
I will do
yeah,
that.
you should send it to me specifically.
Because I was talking to Mangy about what Z looks like, and I was like, did you see him the way Uni made him? And
I was doing it off description of
Squirrel.
name, Squirrel, yeah.
But yeah, Finn got it right. They look pretty similar.
Yeah.
I was doing it off the description that Uni gave me.
Yeah, well, she's trying to make it vague so people can imagine however they like, and then that's her picture of how they look like in her image.
Got it, yeah, because no, I envisioned a completely different person.
I did not.
No,
I'm so proud of myself.
you did great, yeah.
Yeah, I will send you all of those after we finish reading and after
Thank you.
Don't mind me wearing a pink and purple robe. I'm tired. Anyway,
That's adorable.
I'm wearing Cookie Monster pajamas.
Alright, I'm gonna start reading if everyone's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are survivors. Chapter 8, Love. When is Basil coming back? Bonnie asks as she gently rocks Casper. Tomorrow. Why? Asks. Ace answers before adding a question as he looks up from his book. Casper is more pink than before. Bonnie starts, but Ace quickly cuts her off. Eunuch said he is fine, and that is all. All it is because of the hard crying. He just finished crying just seconds ago. The wolf tries to reassure, but the look she gives him tells him that she is still worried. With a heavy sigh, he gets up and walks over to the bed before sitting beside her. The moment Basil gets back, I request him to look at Casper. She changed it. Because it used to be Casper and Jasper.
Yeah, I thought it was Casper and Jasper.
Okay, well, she changed it. So, we'll
I want
continue.
to email you one of these.
Who? Emo who?
Ow.
And is that a...
Wait, do you like watermelon
Yes.
He froze.
Uni?
Your microwave again.
Oh, Uni. I mean, Mangas. Your microwave
Do you like watermelon Uni?
I like real watermelon. I don't like the artificial tasting watermelon.
You'll hate this then.
Sounds about right.
It is so artificially watermelon. It's so dude, it kind of tastes like chemicals as like an aftertaste, but it's such a good texture. Have you ever had the watermelon rock stars? Are you allowed to drink rock stars?
No, I have a heart problem.
Yeah, well, that's why I asked.
I mean, fair, yeah.
There is one that like don't drink it obviously, but I wish I could give it to you because it's like watermelon and it's my favorite fucking flavor. It tastes like a watermelon Jolly Rancher.
Oh, bitch, I love those.
I know, and it just tastes just like it, and it's like, oh, That's what these guys taste like. Oh, I think I ate my last one. That's what these guys taste like. They're like tiny. Oh, they're so squishy too. They're like little gummies. Oh. They're not like sticky on the outside either. They're like kind of like gritty on the outside. It's weird.
Oh. My new shampoo smells like Jolly Ranchers. It's weird. So I just want to eat my hair, and it's like, no, you can't do that.
And they're these guys.
Ah.
They're fucking bomb.
Korean.
Sure.
No, they are. Yeah, okay.
Sure, I don't know. Well, hold on.
Wait, let me.
It's Japanese. It says product of Japan right there.
Alright, so Japan.
The writing looks Korean. Sorry, Uni.
The Asia part of the world. That's all I know. It's fine. I'll continue if we're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. Ace states as he pulls her into his brace, carefully to not disturb the baby. Thank you, Bonnie whispers after a few moments as she gets up to lay Casper in his bassinet. Are you watching?
It's a baby holder. Hi, Calvion. How's it going? We're reading a story. I should be drawing. That would be sick.
You should be focused because you.
You're right. I've subjected myself to not like taking in any media except for this and my chat. Hello, Big Oz.
Hi, Big Oz. Hi, Calvion. How are you?
I need to add a uni command. No, I'm not gonna do that right now. Uni, please text me, and I won't open it until the end of stream. That I need to add you as a command. I'm sorry that I'm not focusing. I have people in my chat. Hi. Bye. Hi. I love you, Uni. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
It's fine, honey. It's okay. Oh, where was I? Are you watching tonight? The bunny asks as she crawls underneath the covers. No, Jay and Eric are watching tonight. They volunteered for Z and me. Ace replies as he chaos as he carefully climbs over his wife to get in his side of the bed. I haven't seen him in a week. I hope he's okay. Bonnie whispers as she cuddles up against her husband before trying to get some sleep.
Is this a pause?
Yep, I'm trying to get to the next paragraph.
Yuri, I accidentally opened the message that you sent me. Could you send me another one? Please?
I will do it after stream. So I accidentally opened it.
Okay, tell you what. Hold on. I got this. I have, Hey Siri, could you set an alarm for after stream so I can add Yuri? Thank you.
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Could you please say that again?
Damn. Siri's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I never use Siri. Siri's useless.
Same.
Remind me that I need to add Uni to stream command. Thanks. I guess that's just where it ends. That's where that interaction stops. Hold on, wait, I have to tell her thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, I don't like not thanking robots because it feels disrespectful.
Yo,
My
I'm the
mom
same
raised me
way.
different.
I'm the same way. I'm so afraid of the uprising, so I'm always
Right?
so nice.
I'm like, look, I was nice to you. Look, I told other people to be nice to you. Look, I'm nice.
Just seconds ago, you called it useless.
I love my phone. What do you mean it's useless? It cost my mom like $1,200.
Damn.
It's a lot of money, but it was an iPhone, so that's probably where it went. I didn't know that she was gonna do that anyway.
Good evening, Jay. Eric calls out with a soft smile as he waves towards the sleepy slime. Not so loud, people are sleeping, Jay states as they walk up the steps. Are you ready to test out my weapon tonight? Eric asks as he holds up the gun that he shot the beast with a week ago. Yes, Jay shouts before a cuss drops soon after as they look around to make sure no one was exiting their homes. I thought we were supposed to be quiet, the black-haired man teases as he sets his night bag down beside one of the chairs before writing up for Jay. Leave me alone, Jay whines as they set their miniature bag on the long end table. Tell me about the weapon, Jay asks as they take the weapon from Eric, looking it over. I jumped, hold up. Eric sits down in his chair as he thinks back to the vault with a soft smile. My husband, Nicken, made it. He called it the wind slicer because no matter how strong the winds were, and if you used only the powdered pellets, it'll never ever go off course. Eric explains as his eyes looked out into the darkness. Anyways, the weapon is best suited during windy days or surrounded by loud machinery. Jay looks over their shoulder with confusion. Why? The slime asks as they lower the weapon. Because it's quite loud, the black-haired man states as he takes the weapon back. Have you ever used it back in Settlement 22? The slime asks as they sit in the chair beside the long end table. Only once, Eric answers as a wicked grin spreads across his lips before shaking his head and looking over with a soft smile. Anyways, it's a good weapon for picking people off. If you're able to keep your hand steady and aim for the ear canals, then people will be confused about what is happening. The powder pellets won't kill them instantly, and depending on what powder you use depends on how they react. Eric picks up several different hardened powdered pellets. Man, that is tongue-tied. Which one is your favorite? Jay asks as they lean forward on the end table in between the chairs. The yellow one. It will immediately numb wherever it hits. It will start thinning the blood, and it'll take roughly 3 hours to kill someone if they aren't bleeding out.
Fuck.
Eric. Something happened in Stardew?
No. Mangie's finally listening, so they didn't hear this the last time.
No, my Wi-Fi is fucking losing its fucking marbles. It is like having such a fucking piss fit. I'm
Fuck your Wi-Fi.
tired. Yeah, honestly, fuck my Wi-Fi because this time I'm listening and I'm like present and I'm here, and then Uni's just like important dialogue.
I feel that.
Random 7 minutes later interaction, and I'm just like, what? Are you kidding me? This chap.
Mangie.
What's happening?
You said this chap, and that was all we got.
This chapter is fucking cursed.
I guess so.
I'm peeved. I'm mad.
I'm peeved for you.
You want to try restarting your internet?
I'm all peeved for uni. Man. And
Jesus. Dude. Dude.
He's going in.
Uni, stop laughing. You're gonna make me laugh. Do you want to try to restart your internet, Mangy?
I'm trying.
I'll reread the paragraph when you go back.
Oh, God. It's funny, though.
While you're doing that, I will load up Sims and send how they look so far.
Yes. Oh my God, Pam spiked the punch. Pam always spikes the punch. What season? You're in spring, right? I'm in fall of year 1, I think.
Pam makes me worried she's gonna make a child drunk.
True, yeah. Good point. Didn't think of that.
Alright. Now let's
Well,
see if that helped any. Wow,
You're
it
back.
didn't.
Oh, wow, it
No.
didn't.
You're a microwave.
Great. And it's not because, like, I have something on in the background, because I don't.
Is it windy today?
No.
Is it
I don't
stormy? Do you want to check outside and see the weather?
I haven't touched grass in 3 days.
Oh, shit.
I'm not asking you to go outside. I'm asking you to like look out the window.
Oh my fucking god, it's gonna be in the 50s next week? That's terrifying. Oh my god, it's gonna rain like all next week. I'm sorry, I'm so excited. Anyway. No, it's not that windy. It's probably got something to do with the fact that the internet is in the fucking basement and I am in the attic.
Well, yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, I just don't know how to fix that though.
Not unless they take it up from the basement.
Calbian says, it's snowing by me. Mangy's lucky. Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
I'm so
I can't
sorry
wait for
it's
it to rain.
snowing. Jesus.
It's my mom! Wow, my mom's been subscribed to my channel for as long as you have, Al.
Damn, supportive.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mangy's
We're
mom.
trying to read a story, but my internet is doing an oopsie poopsie and frequently. Why is it fine now?
Damn.
Just to fuck with you.
I know, what the hell? I'm burnt.
Do you want me to reread this paragraph?
Yes, please.
Alright. Which one is your favorite to use? Jay asks as they lean forward on the end table in between the chairs. The yellow one. It will immediately numb wherever it hits. It'll start thinning the blood and it takes roughly 3 hours to kill someone if they aren't bleeding out. Eric explains with excitement before carefully putting the pellets into separate small bags. Jay watches carefully before leaning back and grabbing their bag. Want to get high? Jay asks as they pull out a tiny bag. Definitely, the man said with a grin as he opens a lantern and grabs a fire stick. Jay held the blunt out and Eric lit it before turning away to blow out the fire stick.
Sick. Me.
Got another question. Jay finally speaks up after a few minutes. Shoot away, Eric replies, but not bothering. Hold on. Not bothering to open his eyes as he stays relaxed in his chair. How many people have you killed? The slime asks as giggles leave them, as he tries to keep himself from turning into a puddle. With the weapon or with the sabotage? The question leaves him as he lazily looks over at the hybrid. What sabotage? Jay asks in surprise as their eyes widen, looking over at the man. The sabotage that made my settlement that made my unit leave. Eric grins as he closes his eyes again. That was you, Jay whispers as they lean over the end table. Why? What made you
Sucker.
do it?
What the hell? What is in this fucking weed? Truth serum? Why the fuck did he say that? Why did he say that? He could have lived his entire life not saying anything.
Exactly.
What? Honestly, that does kind of remind me of me, though. I'm a boaster. I'd be like, I got away with it. And then I'd get not away with it, sad.
Yeah, like, yo, I got away with murder, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. It's like,
Yeah. So, let me tell you the story. It starts at the beginning.
oh, fuck.
Okay, hold on, give me a second.
Take all the seconds you need.
1.
Oh, wait, shit.
That's it.
I forgot. Mangy, I have a chaos wheel to do for you. I forgot about that.
Ooh, chaos wheel.
I can take this sticky note off my computer now.
Dude, I love this song. Does it? Oh, hold on. Don't say anything, guys. Okay, now talk.
Okay. Okay, I'm spinning.
Okay, cool.
I'm spinning for you, Mange.
Excellent.
Okay, we
I'm
have
excited.
no regen, or only fish at rivers.
Only fish at rivers.
Got it.
What? Where is it? Okay, yeah.
Man, maybe I should be drawing in the background. I kind of want to.
I mean,
Do you think
yeah.
I should?
I mean, yeah, you could. You could be drawing some of the characters if you wanted.
Aw, man.
Oh, wait, my
Sad news. I can't.
okay, my display capture was off. Whoopsies. Sorry, everyone. I fixed it though.
There you go. Got that.
Hey, Mom. You still here?
No, they're not.
Sad.
Hi, Mom. How are you? How you doing?
Hi, Mangy's mom. I've heard great things.
This is my friend Al.
Hi.
Hi. And this is my other friend Uni.
Hi.
Hi. We're reading the story. What is it's We Are Survivors.
We Are Survivors. Yep, you did it.
And I'm in this. My name is Mad Dog. I'm cool.
Yeah, Mangy's name is Mad Dog.
Yup. Very, very cool. I'm sick, radical, if you will.
I think Z is my favorite. Looking out at all this.
I think Z's my favorite too.
Yeah, I think Z is my initial favorite. Like from the beginning chapter. And then I struggle with each of us because I'm like, oh, we're all so fucking cool. It's like I don't know who to choose.
I'm hating on bipolar Bob today, but other than that, it's Monday again. Mom, same. Same.
Yo, I love your mom.
I'm sorry. Is bipolar Bob code for who I think it is?
Okay.
Because if so, he's stinky. Crybaby. Sad face. Yep, I figured. Anyway.
Okay, now I'm going to continue. Sorry, I had to send the mail people first.
No problem. We're getting back into the story now.
Yes. Why? What made you do it? The slime question as Eric's laugh filled the air. Eno's parents were idiots. I knew my parents should have said anything to them. The moment they learned about the gas, they were like, oh no, how could you? And what about the children? God, they were so annoying. And even more so when they decided to change the rules and how to run the vault. Eric's voice grew in anger before shaking his head. For 50 years, they stopped the gas. So it was 50 years of buildup. Accidental sabotage. But I'm not mad. They finally understand it now. Eric explains that he runs a hand through his hair.
It's totally not accidental.
Eric, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, yo.
Eric, people died! Like, whole fucking leagues of people died!
Like, he doesn't give a shit at all. Like, he's just like, yeah,
He's
okay.
like,
They did come back. They did come back. But
yeah,
not
no,
in
I don't
their
trust.
human form.
Yeah, I don't trust
they're like
that shit.
zombos now.
I don't
Kind of,
trust
yeah.
it.
I killed 2 people with the wind slicer and over 20 people with the sabotage. But they didn't stay dead for long, so technically I only killed 1 person. Eric states as he closes his eyes and leans back. All the while, Jay processes the information. The slime didn't know when it happened, but they felt strangely sober again. And just as
I mean, I would too after all that.
as Jay realized that, they also realized that the man in front of them was a serial killer. The slime looked down at their feet before slowly getting up. I am going to get some water, Jay states as he looked over their shoulder at Eric. The man waves his hand, unaware of everything around him, as the slime tries not to race down the metal stairs and tries to keep a normal speed as they head towards Rosebell's leader's home. Wow. Okay. Yep, I got it.
My mom said I hate it when they don't stay dead. Girl, same.
Also, just so you know, Mangy, okay, no. Your Twitch count was broken for a second, because it said only 1 person was watching, but your mom and I were both watching, and I was like, what? But now it says 2.
What? What? It's funny.
Bonnie shoots up in her bed. The sound of rapid knocking wasn't what woke her. The sound of her baby's crying did. She shakes Ace before getting out of the bed after confirming the man was waking up. What is it? Ace asks groggily as he sits up watching Bonnie pick up one of the boys. Get the door, Bonnie barks in annoyance from the lack of sleep and crying babies. The wolf nods as he stumbles out of bed and rushes to the door. A distressed slime wasn't on his list of things to see tonight, but there they were. Jay, what's wrong? Ace asks in confusion and he leans out the door to see if anyone was around. Can we talk inside? Jay asks quickly, every bump in the night making them jumpy as they thought that Eric might have realized what he confessed.
What was his fucking plan with all this? Doesn't he try to kill all the vault dwellers?
Yeah, that's pretty much the idea.
What was the plan? You gonna escape with like 12 of them so that you can kill them off one by one in the wilds? Like, is he just a serial killer? Is that his shtick?
No, he explains it later on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Later on, you'll get all the info, I promise.
I know, right? Mom's right. Rude.
How could he?
Fucking rude. Anyway.
Shit, yeah, come on in, the wolf said as he steps aside, allowing the slime to rush in. Jay, confusion leaves Bonnie as she looks over at the nervous slime. I got scratched. Okay, there you go.
Power trip, for real.
As she looks up near her slime, what's wrong, baby? The motherly side left the bunny as she sat her son down as they were quiet again, but the peace was unlimited luxury. Eric is a bad man, Jay blurts out, making the other two furrow their brows. What makes you think that? Ace asks as they watch the slime sit down on the couch and Bonnie follows close after. Because he confessed to me that he was the one that sabotaged the vault. This took them back as the couple looked at each other before looking at the slime. Are you sure that's what he said? Eric did that. Ace asked carefully as he was shocked. Ace knew whatever happened that the vault dwellers were going to fight. He knew some hearts were going to be shattered as he walks out of his home. Ace walked up to Eno's home, knocking on the door. The tired woman opened it after a few seconds had passed. Ace, why are you waking me up? She asked in confusion as Nick steps into view behind Eno, choosing to ignore the thought of why Nick was there. We got information on Eric, and I want to tell you first since this was your team. This is your team. The wolf starts, causing Eno to straighten up, but the confusion never leaves her. Eric confessed to sabotaging your vault. This took a minute for them to process before Eno shakes her head rapidly. No. Eric would never do that. He had people he loved there. He had a family. Eno states as she turns to Nick, but Nick was still processing what he heard. I am sorry, but based on what I received, it seems that he knew what he was doing and what he was doing it for. Ace quickly adds as he hears the door to his left open. What is going on? Steven's voice was recognized quickly, causing everyone to look at him before looking back at each other. Ace just told us that Eric sabotaged the vault. Nick replies as he slips past Eno. What? That can't be. If he did that, then... Steven trails off as he looks past Ace's shoulder. Did you lie to us about Sonja? Steven's question caught everyone off guard, but soon became clear when they saw Eric standing in front of his group's home. Water. Water tastes like dirt. Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, water. Water from the dirt.
Gross. Yeah. That Sonja killed Monet. That Sonja couldn't accept Monet or Nicken. Eric asks as he tilts his head back, his body still showing that he is still relaxed. What I said about Monet is true, but I lied about Sonja's actions. Eric clarifies a bit as his eyes dart to Ace. Ace freezes when he finally sees the darkness that Eric is holding. In the darkness that Eric is holding a weapon. Then tell us the truth, you bastard. Nick yells, stopping in Eric's direction, but his approach was halted when Eric lifted the wind slicer. Now, you must wait for me to respond before trying to attack me, the black-haired man teases as a weak smile covers his face. Sonja wasn't a bad person, nor was Monet, but what they both had in common was sleeping with my husband. Sonja was always head over heels for him. The week they just stopped seeing each other was the week they were trying to cover their tracks. But I already knew. Eric starts as anger starts to show. I also found out during that week that my husband has been sleeping with Monet. My husband fell pregnant and it wasn't mine. His voice grew in rage as he moves the gun to Steven. I thought it was Monet. But I remembered that Monet couldn't give his wife a baby. And you're the only
Mom's
one...
like, kill them all, cheaters. Yes. Alright. Fair enough.
Immediately said, Man, you're a pancake.
What?
You immediately flip. Man, you're a pancake. It's an old saying.
Lamau. True. I'm just reading what my mom said, man. Honestly, though.
I mean, that's the idea, though, Meiji. He's literally killing them all.
I know.
Only the ones that slept with his.
Only the ones that slept with his husband, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, fair.
What?
Honestly, I don't like cheaters either. What the fuck?
I mean, yeah, but to
I mean,
kill
it's
him.
not fair to him. Like, just leave your partner if you're done with them. Like, be like, okay, well, I don't like you anymore. That sucks, but it doesn't suck as much as being cheated on.
Yeah, I mean, like, it wasn't even just one person. Like, your partner.
It was like a
cheated
whole
on with
fucking yeah.
you. Yeah.
But at some point, you gotta stop blaming the people who helped your partner cheat on them and start blaming your partner because they're the ones cheating on you, not the people who are sleeping with your partner.
I mean, there's like 3 people that slept with his husband, so.
Yeah, but that's
well,
still
I mean,
a lot.
yeah, but they're all in
3
a
too
very
many.
small community, right? They're like small. They're like a small community, a well-knit community. Everyone knew each other. Why would you fucking do that to like one of your friends? Like, I would be burnt too. The fuck?
Yeah.
I am burnt.
Like, that's 1 too many people to be sleeping with.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's 3 too many people to be sleeping with.
Yeah.
It's just nuts. And Yuni just thinks it's fucking funny. Meanwhile, we're just burnt because, like, he's killing the people that, you know, yeah, was it their fault? Yes, but it was his partner's fault.
Yes.
It was his partner's fault.
In this context, he did kill him.
I know.
Because he said, I killed 2 people with a wind slicer, but when the gas brought them back, I only killed 1.
Yeah, but still, like, blame your partner, not the people.
Well, he did
both,
blame his
actually.
partner. They died.
I mean, you shouldn't be killing
honest-
people, though. Fuck.
No, yeah, don't kill people, but blame both at that point because they were stuck in a vault together. Vaults aren't that big. You know who's sleeping with who's married to who. It's not like they didn't know.
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty of them. They're like shitty friends and shitty community members.
Yeah. No, I
And
agree
Monet
with
was
that.
fucking married!
And we don't know how long he was planning this, so it's all like a.
Yeah, everybody's. Yeah. What the hell? Like,
What the fuck? Yeah,
Everybody's
like,
been-
how to fucking ruin every single Vault Dweller character.
because everybody's sleeping with everybody, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, my mom says, I know your spouse and I sleep with them, I'm guilty too. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because that's just shitty. I don't know why you would ever, like, wish that upon anybody. Or, like, even, like, what goes through people's... I don't know.
You're a homewrecker.
Yeah, what the hell? This fucking vault is... No, honestly, he blew it up, but, like, which is sad, don't blow up places. But honestly, I kind of get it, because his entire life was taken over by these people. Like, he's got his husband, and he, like, expects his husband to be, you know, faithful and his husband, which is reasonable. And then literally fucking everybody and their dog is like, yeah, I'm gonna... Don't mind me. Just... Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck? So, yeah, no. I mean, like, I don't agree with killing them. Or, like, what was his plan? Following these people out into the wild. What was his plan? Just a vibe?
Just, yeah.
To get their
To
dress and
eventually
kill them.
Kill them, yeah.
Honestly, fuck Sonya, though.
No, we're gonna hear about that. Like, oh.
Ugh.
Okay, sorry, Yuni, continue.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was Monet's, but I remembered that Monet couldn't give his wife a baby. You were the one that slept with him. Just like Monet's wife and Bertina, you were infamous for sleeping around Steven. Eric sneers as everyone feels fear sink into them.
Wait, no, we're yelling at Steven now? What's Steven do?
Steven fucked his husband!
Dude, Steven fucked him too, god damn! Take him out, honestly.
Steven got Monet's wife pregnant, Britina pregnant,
Jesus
and
Christ!
Eric's wife pregnant.
Oh yeah,
Damn, he's
and
gonna get Z pregnant, he's gonna get me pregnant, he's gonna get fucking Jesus Christ! Dude,
He
put
got
a fucking raincoat on it, my brother!
you got Squirrel's character pregnant.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Steven!
Fertile boy.
Steven! Fucking Steven, chill!
Fertile boy.
Fertile boy? No! He's a hoe, oh my god. But honestly, if he's known for that, that's fair. If that's like your personality trait, I get it.
Z told this. I don't remember what chapter. I think it's somewhere in 6 or 7. Z, when he was talking to Mad Dog, that hey, Z. All I know about Z is he's a heartbreaker, and he used to get people pregnant. That's all he.
Wild.
remembers.
Wild! What the fuck? Dude,
Yeah.
oh my god. Wait, isn't Steven the one that gets shot?
Yep.
Yes.
Well then, my bad for feeling bad for him, honestly. He's had a long and obviously fun life.
Yeah.
I don't mind, whatever.
Yeah, clearly.
Anyway,
But here, what about to feel bad for him?
alright,
in a minute.
bet.
Penny said that she wanted a baby, and you both agreed for me to help her. Steven yells as he holds his hand out in front of him in pure fear. It's Nicken. He. Respect the dead. Eric screams as his finger moves to the trigger. Sorry, Steven replies as he falls to his knees. He didn't
Fuck!
want to die.
Wait, is that his partner's name?
Yes.
Nickin, yeah.
What the fuck? Why are you not mad at your partner? The partner that was sleeping with tons of fucking people? Why are you not mad at them?
Well, he
I mean,
was because
I get no.
he technically
like-
killed them, so
Yeah.
Fair enough,
And
alright.
Brought them back.
yeah.
Fair enough. Alright, we can continue.
Steven replies as he falls to his knees, didn't want to die. Hey, calls out, catching Eric's attention. Did Sonja kill Monet or not? Sonja asks as she listens to Ace carefully crawl around her home. No. Sonja proposed to Monet the week before the expedition. Reasoning why they didn't see each other because Sonja wanted to give Monet time to think about it without her making Monet feel pressure. The happiness she felt cloud her judgment that day. Eric's anger, wow, words. Eric's anger softens as his eyes drift to the side. I hated it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, never mind. Drift. My bad. I thought you said stretched, and I was like, how he eyeball stretching right now. I'm scared. Stretchy eyeballs?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I hated it. They destroyed my life, and they were about to go off to be happy. Eric's anger returns as his eyes locked onto Earnose. You watched me leave the settlement that day. Monet died, and didn't question it, so I thank you. This made Eno's stomach drop. Her body leans against the door frame as she thinks about the day when he left with the lens slicer.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
He did not... What? He did not... What? A train fell on my homie. What do you mean?
No, Eric left a random day in the last couple chapters, and I guess he went out to go kill, like...
Was this off screen?
Yeah.
This was
Oh.
the day Monet died. You didn't see it. This is why they're bringing him up now.
Yeah.
Oh,
The day
well then...
Monet died, Eric left soon after the little squad scavenger did. And you remember back into when he talked about the yellow pellet and numbs the area, thins the blood, and it would take 3 hours for someone to die if they're not bleeding out.
So yeah, so basically it kills you regardless.
What? Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that makes sense.
Well,
That's
it's like
interesting.
it's like a poison. So.
Oh, okay, okay. Wait.
And his ears numb, so he doesn't feel it, and the storm and the wind's happening. So in that moment, everything's off. Everything's everywhere. No one knows where to pay attention to.
That's fair.
Why are you doing this? Why did you sabotage the vault? Nick asks as he takes a step back. I am getting rid of people that ruined my life. Sonja, Monet, and Steven stole my husband from me. Made me lose my cool. I didn't mean to kill him. I swear, I was just angry. He whispers as he lowers his gun a bit. The gas wasn't supposed to kill. The gas in low amounts is harmless. It was why people never seemed to age or were still strong despite their age. I just wanted my wife back. My husband back. And I got it. But you made us leave. Eric's voice raises as he points the gun at Nino. The dead should stay dead, Eric. Nick yells as he covers Eno with his body. A wicked smile covers his face. Is that right? The black-haired man asks as he points his gun at Steven. Yes. Steven answers unsurely as he looks straight into Eric's eyes. Seeing nothing but evil, he never thought Eric would do something so cruel. What?
I agree with your mom.
Yeah.
I don't even see what's going on.
Oh,
My mom said you can't steal someone who wants to go.
because his husband was fucking everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to comment any further, or want me to continue?
Well,
What the fuck?
yo, we're so in sync. I do want to comment that he bitched to Steven about calling Nick and Penny, but then called Penny, and then called Nick and his wife and then his husband. Like, you can't be bitching at somebody for misgendering someone when you just did the same fucking thing.
You just did the same thing, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
shut the fuck up.
That's the only thing I had to say about that. I thought that was
Yeah.
interesting.
People make mistakes. I can understand because I still make mistakes. And
Fair.
so does Squirrel.
Yeah, but you can't get mad at like if you were like she her mangy and then like was like but nobody else can say it. That would be kind of shitty. Well, it'd be shitty if you anyway.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think we understand because we've been there, like we live that.
Yeah. Like I'm kind of used to like just
Yeah.
letting it go. And so like when I see other people holding people to account, like that's fair, but like also you just did it, so how
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that was my reasoning.
yeah.
Okay, that's it. You can continue.
Okay. Give me a
Love is too short to let it hurt your feelings. Life. Agree.
All right.
Oh, Anyo's kind of hot though. My
Yeah.
bad. I didn't mean to say that out loud.
I was just looking at it too. I was like, oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Ooh. So do I, Mama.
Monet wanted Squirrel wanted Monet to look feminine because she thinks it would be very disrespectful to put him in male clothing. So this is Monet in female clothing, but I can make Monet in male clothing as backs later.
Fair. Oh, I want to look.
Inappropriate.
I want to. Yo, you're right. You're right.
Right. Okay,
Yeah,
anyway.
I can't disagree with that. But oh, I'm on it. Oh. Beautiful.
She's cute.
I think my favorite is Britina so far.
My favorite is definitely Inyo or Z.
I just love that
for
you
the
got
guys-
Z so close, like...
But to be fair, Eric is kind of like my type. But he's not because he killed people.
He's a fucking
but also...
psycho, yeah.
Oh, damn, she's kind of cute too. My bad.
Sorry, everyone. We're looking at Uni's depiction.
You can show them if you want.
Uni's depiction. Oh, yeah, true. Yo, okay.
That's too much work. But I'll tell you that they're all Sims.
Yeah,
Smiley
that is kind of difficult. Wait, if I click it, could I?
If you
Okay.
click it and then you put open
Okay,
original,
yeah.
it'll open it.
I can. Yeah, I could do that. Wait. Oh no, that's huge.
Oh man, poor Sonia.
Poor Sonja.
Because she's dead!
Yeah, this is Eric. Could I?
Yeah, not gonna lie, Eric's kind of my type. A
And
little
then-
bit.
7. We always call him Steven, but it's Steven. Which he's the one that's gonna
And I
die
keep calling
right now.
Sonia, but her name is Sonja.
And then we have Z. Yeah, I keep calling Sonja. Yeah, I do the same thing. And then Nick.
And I keep calling Monet. Okay, love you, Mom.
And then Enyo.
In your face.
And Monet. Britannia. Oh, she passed away. I forgot. We have so many dead characters now.
Yeah, why the fuck are you making dead characters?
Sonja.
She wants them all.
Well,
made,
because
just
yeah.
in case someone reads through them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is Squirrel's character, Steery. Oh my god.
Man, Unix's hair is shorter than I thought it was.
Yeah, her hair is very short.
Dang!
She's intimidating, to be honest.
Honestly, Unix is kind of my type.
Honestly, same, but she's intimidating.
Honestly, same. Yeah, that's why she's my type. What's up?
I mean, fair.
Supposed to give mom vibes, like.
No, she does not. She gives
She does
warrior
not.
vibes.
Yeah, well, maybe mommy vibes, but like not
Yes.
mom.
Yeah. Yeah, she gives like crush my head between her thigh vibes, but you know.
Yeah, like damn. Also, my bad. I forgot that this character is kind of you, and that's my bad. I'm not thirsty. I'm sorry.
That means I'm the voice for her, but I am not her.
Yeah.
Fair
That's
enough.
how I see it.
Yeah, you're the
Fair enough.
inspiration, but you're not.
And the scars on her are after chapter 11.
Oh, what?
So before chapter 11, she doesn't have these many scars.
And then after chapter 11, she do.
She has a lot of scars.
Damn.
Ooh, oh, that's not good.
That is
Because
not.
because before chapter 11, she only had one on her stomach and I think somewhere in here, and one on her side where her kidney was. Her right side.
Where her kidney was!
Yo, who stole
Was! Past tense!
Who stole her kidney?
Who fucking took her kidney?
You'll find out in chapter 12.
Oh my god,
Damn.
that's terrifying!
12 or 13, you'll figure that out.
Oh fuck. Damn.
Alright. Because in chapter 11, she completely changes. Or, in
Oh,
chapter 12,
I hope
completely
so
changes.
because
He's been a bitch so far.
she's been making me angry.
Yeah! Being racist and
Okay,
shit.
chapter 11, she doesn't talk much.
No! I want her to talk.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't talk much because there's a reason, and then chapter 12 and 13, she talks a lot.
Got it.
Uh-oh, there goes my internet again. Whoop-de-doo.
Fuck.
Alright, I'm going to continue reading and hopefully we can get to chapter 11 today. 2 shots rang out.
My bad!
It's fine, you want to say something?
Yes, I've been paying attention this round and this is a lot. But
Is
also
it too
fun.
much?
No, it's fun.
Okay.
I'm still vibing.
I'm going to continue reading now.
Sorry for yelling at you.
It's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
You weren't yelling.
My bad.
I love you still. I love you both.
I love you too, Uni.
2 shots rang out and 2 bodies hit the ground. Eno screams for the air as she ran over to Steven's body. Nick looks past Eric's body to see Eunuch silently standing there with Ace to her side. Eunuch quietly hands the gun to Ace before walking away. I'm sorry, Ace states as he watches Eno cradles Steven's body. I wish I was faster, he states again before falling after Eunuch. Nick slowly moves over to Eno as he rubs her back as he tries to process everything. It all happened so fast. He felt so lost as his head pounds against his skull. Basil.
Rest in peace, Steven.
Yes, rest in peace, Steven.
The hoe.
Basil was definitely confused as he opened the gates to Rosabelle. Since the settlement was never this quiet, Mad Dog sidesteps in with his weapon drawn as he looks around for any noticeable monsters. Ace, Basil calls out when he notices the fox. Oh my god, here we go again.
The wolf.
Oh my god. Wow, my god, that was great. I fucking loved that.
The wolf coming out of the medical bay. Where is everyone? The bear asks as he gets closer to the Lita graveyard. Ace replies weakly as he sits down on the fountain. Why? What happened? Mad Dog asks as he runs over after closing the gates. Eric confessed to sabotaging the vault and killing Monet. Ace states as he lays his head in his hands. He also killed Steven before he died. He continued before a sob ripped from him. I wasn't fast enough and Z won't open his doors. I am scared. I am so fucking scared for these people, he yells as Mad Dog pulls him into a hug. I'll get my spare key and check on him, Basil states as he walks away to his home. He knew Z has fallen into depression, but he didn't know how bad it was until the day.
That's my boyfriend.
Z. Basil's voice filled in the small house as he walks, as well as his footsteps as he walks further in. Z, are you here? The bear asks as he rounds the wall before stopping his tracks. Oh, hon, you couldn't answer even if you wanted to. Basil's voice softens as he kneels in front of the disassociating. Fuck this word. Moving
Disassociating.
Honestly,
Man.
fuck the word and fuck the experience.
Same.
The man that was laying on the rug in front of his bed. Come on, darling. Man and I will take care of you until you come back, he whispered as he cradles the dead man in his arms before walking out of the small home. The bear was quick to get to his house, not wanting to add any more worry or grief to the others. He carefully lays the man in the middle of his bed before leaving his home to retrieve the fox. Mad Dog, follow please, Basil orders. Once he notices Ace heading away from his husband, the fox tilts his head in confusion with the urgent tone as he followed the big man from the fountain. What is wrong? Mad Dog asks as he enters their home. Basil pulls back the curtain to their dimly lit bedroom. I need you to watch Z as I make him something easy to eat and as well a bath ready so we can clean him. Basil asks, causing the fox to snap his head to the bed then back at the bear. Clean him? What? He whispers as he looks back at Z, but the man doesn't respond in the slightest. He is stuck in his mind, man. His body isn't fighting any longer. He needs help and we made a promise to him that if he ever needs us, we'll care for him when we would. That will need us to care for him that we would. Basil explains as he finally pulls his eyes away from the bed to Mad Dog. Was that a lie? This made the fox take a step back in shock before looking down the ground. No, I adore Z. I never thought it would get this bad though, he whispers, causing the bear to pull him to hug. I didn't either, and regardless, we must help now, Basil says as he pulled back a bit to see Mad Dog. The fox gives a nod as he pulls away completely. I'll do the bathroom if you do the food, Mad Dog asks as a gentle smile appears on Basil's lips as he nods. The fox quickly walks over to Z. I don't know if you can hear me, but don't worry, Basil and I will be here until you get back. We'll care for your body until you're ready to take the responsibility again, Mad Dog whispers as he carefully pulls the thin man into his arm and heads to the bathroom. He knows this is going to be a long journey. He remembers the day Basil fell in a similar headspace, but the bear was more conscious compared to Z. Basil needed...
Z's been through like shit tons of trauma. I wonder why he's so upset.
Oh yeah, I could never guess. We're being sarcastic, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm just waiting for a clear go to read.
Go ahead.
Basil needed help back then too.
Remembered.
He remembered to remind Basil to eat, to sleep, to drink, and to breathe. Mad Dog remembers feeding Basil when the bear's arms felt just too heavy to do so. Remembers helping him in the shower when he felt too overwhelmed to even try. Remembers holding him at night and feared Basil's mind will wound up consuming him in the way Z's did him. Mad Dog was also very vaguely remembers when he also fell victim to his mind when he thought Bonnie was gone. Vaguely remembers Basil caring for him and Ace. But those memories were too far and before Rosabelle to get firm grasp on anymore. Were there any movements? Basil's words broke Mad Dog's...
Lag!
All I heard was, ah!
That's what I said, lag! I was like, lag, please, hold on, lag!
Okay, what did your last hear that you remember?
Oh no, it's just started happening. So, I wanted...
Mad Dog, we don't even...
Mangy, we didn't understand a word you said. I'm sorry.
What the fuck? Hi, Lita!
Hi, I'm so sorry I'm late.
It's fine, we're reading now.
Late, you're fine.
Oh shit, I forgot I muted. Bad. Fine.
Yeah, we decided to read today.
It's taking
okay?
about long. No, I'm exhausted.
What?
I can't sleep in the middle of the night, and I can't stay awake during the day. I hate this. I don't know, mostly it's because I'm sick, but it's still bleh. So,
Blah.
bleh. I mostly came in to say I'm sorry and I love you guys.
We love you, it's fine. We understand.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna pass the fuck out again, but
Okay.
Okay.
Go lay down, go
We
take
love
care
you.
of yourself.
okay. Night, guys.
Hi.
Bye. A wild Lita appeared.
And
she
disappeared.
left.
And disappeared, yeah.
A rare occurrence for those of you watching. Lita has joined the stream and left. It has been an event.
Yeah, honestly. She pops into streams and sits there for hours And it's like she is here, now she's gone. Sorry for those that were waiting for her.
Lol.
Were there any movements? Basil's words broke Mad Dog's thinking. The fox looks up from Z as he steps out of the bathroom. Huh? Ah! No, he didn't say or move at all. The fox replies after a few seconds of processing Basil's question. The bear's shoulder sinks a bit as he nods. Hey, he'll be okay, Basil. We aren't going anywhere. He isn't going anywhere. Mad Dog gently reminds the soft smile. Our love is strong. We can take it. The Basil cracks a smile as he gently kisses Mad Dog's forehead before leaning his head against Z's for a second or two before pulling away. I'll do laundry and I'll bring you 2 food, he states as he walks over to the stove. Thank you, Mad Dog replies as he walks back to their room. The fox carefully moves Z into the middle before the knock on the door gets his attention. I got it, the fox called the fox. That's terribly wrong.
Oh my
Calls
goodness.
out as he walks past the curtain.
You know, that's me, the fox.
Oh shit.
Opens the door. Bonnie, how are you? Mad Dog asks as he smiles, looking down at Casper and coos at him. Is Basil home? I need him to check Casper and make sure he's okay. Bonnie asks quickly as she rocks Casper. Yeah, he's in the kitchen. Come on in. Mad Dog replies as he steps aside and closes the door behind her before pulling back the curtain that covers the doorway to the rest of the home. The bear looks over his shoulder when he heard his name being called. Bonnie, he states happily as he puts down the wooden spoon and turns down the heat before moving towards her. Can you see if Casper is okay? He's been real pink and it's not going away, Bonnie quickly asks as Basil carefully takes Casper from her. He moves past her in a small medical area. He carefully lays the few-week-old baby on the table before doing some tests he was able to do. A small smile rests on his lips as he picks up Casper and hands him back to Bonnie. Skin pigment, probably a genetic he got from someone further up in the family. What?
Oh, sorry. My bad.
You're good. Further up in either side of the family. Basil calmly states as Bunny furrows her eyebrows. How did you get that? She asks as she looks down at the babbling baby. Because he is pink everywhere. And there's no signs screaming that he's ill, and he doesn't act ill. Bonnie, he's a healthy baby boy. The bear explains with a loving smile. He leads her back to the front door. Thank you, Basil. That means a lot to me, Bonnie states as she gives him a side hug before leaving. A soft laugh leaves Mad Dog as he leans against the archway. You know, our love for our friends is a match to the fox. Jokes, making the bear laugh in response as he pulls the fox into his arms. Enter Chapter 8, Love.
Oh, I love my
that last part kind of
friends.
confused me a little.
So our Lita and our babies are pink because it's a genetic thing. Like,
Yeah.
they're not sick and they're just pink.
Okay.
There you go, P. I'll be back.
Too much information, but okay. So yeah, so they're not. Lita is afraid that they're sick because in the next chapter where we found out about Annie was also pink, and Lita's afraid that our babies are gonna die because our daughter had the same issue.
Oh.
Yeah,
I remember that part.
yeah. So that's why
Okay,
she's like,
okay, so I am on the same page.
yeah, okay, good. You got this, Mangy. But yeah. And Eric's an asshole, and now he's dead. So,
Alright, dead Eric.
Sonia technically didn't need to die. She was wrongfully murdered.
Kind of fuck Sonya though.
Yikes. Still, I feel the same way. I'm just like, nah, I can't get over the feeling.
It's okay.
I can't get over how I felt.
Okay.
Neither can I.
Oh my god, buddy! Alright. Moving over. Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Does Mingy understand the ending of
Yes.
chapter? Okay.
Yes, turns out I wasn't out of the loop.
Okay. Do we want to read chapter 9 and 10, or do you want to give a summary of them?
No, I want to read them.
Okay, I'll try to read them as fast as I can.
We'll try not to interrupt. We will, though, but we'll try not to.
I really want to get chapter 11.
Okay. I'm ready.
This is the asshole chapter.
Got it.
Alright.
We are survivors. Chapter 9, Annie. A annoyed sign leaves Unix as she slams the metal cabinet shut. Why do you care? The dark brunette asks as... Oh, she changed this. Sorry, I read further than I should have.
Uni out here like I read the entire chapter and now I'm scared.
No, she just changed a few words and things, that's all. Why do you care? The dark brunette asks as Eno follows close behind her as the doctor steps into the storage room. Because everyone is mourning, but you. Eno screams as her glare never wavers. As her glare never wavers. As she slams her hand against the older woman's back. Steven meant something to us. Bettina did too. Eno yells again. No. You got attached because you made bonds with them. I didn't. I never did. I never will because no one bothered to make time for me. And the ones that did only used me. Unix states coldly as she pulls out a few supplies before stopping beside Eno and leaning her head close to Eno's ears. Like you said in the past in the vault, monsters like me don't deserve any good, remember? Eno's shoulders fall as she watches over her shoulder as Unix leaves the storage room. Yeah, because that sentence was changed. A few of these sentences were changed.
Damn.
She's still angry, Basil asks as Unix is down beside him. Is he still in a dissociating coma? Unix shots back as she slams down the supplies before looking at the bear. Well, that's a yes, he says as he keeps his eyes down at the paper. Have you found anything on why the babies are pink? She asks in a more gentle tone as she puts the supplies away in their spots. Nope. Every test we did is clear. It's not cancer, it's not disease we know of, it's not shun's irritation. So far, all we got is a harmless skin pigment. Basil explains as he leans back in his chair and closes his eyes. Have you told her that it was a skin pigment? Eunice asks carefully as she pulls the papers in front of her in hopes fresh eyes can see anything. Yes, but... Basil starts before a heavy sigh leaves him. Tell me, Unix demands as he looks over at the bear. Basil looks over his shoulder, looking out the window, spotting Inyo, leaving the medical bay before he looks over at the dark brunette. This isn't their first baby. They tried before. A little girl with the same skin pigment Bonnie and Ace were worried for the first month but got over it. She was 7 years old when she suddenly died. And there was nothing I could find during her autopsy. She was healthy. And I don't know. Basil confesses as he explains while covering his face as he tries to hide his tears. Man, I wish she told me she edited these so I can add them. Edit her edits. What was her name? Unix asks carefully as she rubs the bear's shoulder with care. Annie, Basil replies as he sits up straight and takes the handkerchief Unix offers.
Is this why he was depressed?
Who?
Basil back then.
The bear!
We don't know.
That's a good inference though, Mangy.
Unix stood on Jay's porch as her eyes lock onto a gravestone, hidden away to the right of Bonnie's and Ace's side of the house. It was obvious that, unless you were looking for it, that you would have missed it, due to all the plants gathered around. Unix, can I help you? Jay's voice pulls her back into reality, causing her to turn her head towards the slime. Yes, I want to know about Annie, and Basil said your home is the best to get more answers without having to ask anyone about it. That's different.
I mean, she kinda asks people anyway. Just saying.
No, because this is different. Because it used to be more answers without upsetting the parents. Now it's, yes, I want to know Annie, because Basil said your home is the best place to get more answers without asking anyone questions.
Yeah. But she asks people questions anyway, but you know, that's what it is what it is.
Well, now if Jelly starts it, then she wouldn't be the one that opens up the question.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then it's...
Okay, so maybe Squirrel, like, took my advice because I was kinda burnt that, like, random people were just like, oh yeah, I'll tell you everything because, you know, fuck privacy and shit.
So now we have to see if she changed the whole thing after this, or Jelly still starts with the question first.
Got it.
Unix explains that she noticed them frown in disappointment. She frowns in disappointment. Something's taken out from here. Give me a second.
Take your time.
Take your time. What?
She
You would
frowns
owe
in...
me so much by now.
What?
What
Owe me so many cokes by now.
Oh, because Jake's.
Your time at the same time you said take your time.
Damn.
Damn.
Okay, it's they. She explains as they. So Jelly noticed them frown in disappointment. That's still no. I'm fucking moving on to the next sentence
Yeah,
that doesn't make. The sentence itself. This is why I wish she just told me she edited it so I could edit.
Yeah.
Hold on, Scroll's just texting me.
Oh my god, I just watched somebody pour a whole bunch of hot Cheetos into something and I just want to fucking stuff my face with hot Cheetos right this second. SOS, I need hot Cheetos right now.
Okay, so, she didn't remove the sentence she's supposed to... Okay. Alright, so the sentence she didn't remove completely. It's supposed to be... Unix explains as Jay nods their head, allowing them to enter the room. Okay.
Thanks for the follow.
Unix wanted to know more about Rosabelle and the people in Rosabelle, but she didn't want to ask invasive questions. I think you used the wrong word there, Squirrel.
Invasive questions?
Yeah, I think she used the wrong word. I'm not sure.
No, that sounds right.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look right.
Yeah, because invasive means that they're like kind of getting into your business and they don't need to be.
Yeah. Thank you, Coffee. Do you have any questions? Jay asked. That's completely different. Instead of like, what do you want to know? Do you have any questions? Jay asks as they lean Unix inside. The doctor looks around carefully, noticing a few toys out of place. But pretty much hidden in sight. Out of sight. I have a few if you don't mind answering them. Unix replies as she enters the living room and looks behind the couch. Due to her height, seeing a play area for a child or maybe more.
Okay, that's a little suspicious because like, why is it still out? Question mark. If it's been like a while.
It's because we don't know if they're still mourning or not. Probably, you know, like because if you're mourning, you don't immediately put things away.
Yeah.
You just leave them there.
I just think it's interesting that it's at Jay's house and not.
Well, I think Squirrel said because her house was the first, and she explains before she rewritten this that Ace and Bonnie lived in her house, and then they built their house, and then moved from the house, so forth.
Okay, all right.
We're having bratwurst.
Yo, I want one.
You have to come visit to get one.
Okay.
Oh no, I lost where I was. Okay.
Sorry, I eaten bagel bites. I love you.
That's fine. I just lost where I was. If you don't mind answering them, Unix says as she looks behind the couch, seeing the player for one child more. Okay. Of course, Jay replies as she sits down on the couch. Yeah, right. As she sits on the couch as Unix walks around to the play area. Why? Oh, there. Yeah, she explains it.
Okay.
Why is your house double story and everyone else is single? Unix asks her first question. The slime replies quickly after. My house was built first. I used to have a basement, but it collapsed. That's where Basil and Mad Dog used to sleep before their house was built. But then Bonnie and Ace had an unexpected pregnancy and didn't think into the future of making a second story. So we made Bonnie's and Ace's room into Annie's room. Until Ace and Bonnie had a second story or room enough for Annie. The slime calmly replies, explain the situation at hand.
Yo, that makes so much sense now. Okay, I get this. This is why you reread things, because then things seep in.
This wasn't here before. This was edited again. So this was this is totally different dialogue.
The heck?
Yeah, Squirrel went back and changed it. Because, like, when Unix said, monsters don't deserve anything, it changed from that to, remember what you said in the vault, monsters like me don't deserve any good.
You know, this is like Stranger Things when the fucking Duffer Brothers go back and change the episodes, and you're like, what?
What?
You didn't know that the Duffer Brothers changed Stranger Things?
No!
They've gone back and edited their seasons multiple times. Like, they had to change Billy's grave because Billy's grave said Billy and not William.
And, now Squirrel's doing it with her story.
Yeah. Parallels.
Unix lifts up a small mushroom as she glances over at Jay. But it was 7 years. Why didn't they make a second story or a base in it? Unix asked carefully, watching their tone, not wanting to upset anyone. Because at the time, we were still building Rosabelle. We also didn't have supplies. We didn't have a mine back then, and the trees weren't fully grown then. So they had to scavenge further. They had to scavenge further across the lands for supplies. But ultimately, we decided that we would keep Annie with me for protection. Because someone was harassing us. It was a rival gang, and they didn't know where Annie was. So she was mostly an indoor child, hardly ever leaving. Jay explained as she finally gets up off her couch, sorry. This made Unix filled with confusion as she places the stuffed mushroom down and walking away from out behind the couch. Did the rival gang ever come back? Unix asked, making Jay shake their head. Do you know why Annie passed away? For a second there, I misread that because it was PAIS, and I thought, it's supposed to be something else. Passed away, Unix asked as she walks up the stairs, and Jay falling close behind. No, we don't, but I suspect it was the rival gang. Because after we went on a expedition, we come back. No, hold on, I missed a whole damn sentence. There was an expedition. There was an expedition. Everyone left but me to go on it. I was stuck with the chores, meaning I had to leave Annie alone. Once everyone come back to the house, we found Annie gone. Like, gone? Let me read the whole damn thing before I start asking questions. We found Annie gone. This made Unix turn around in confusion. Gone as in how? The dark brunette asked, making the slime weakly smile. She passed away. There was no foul play in sight. Yes, I'm very sure.
I know it was a weak smile, but why the fuck you smiling?
Why are you smiling?
Yeah, why are you giving a weak ass smile?
It's like a sad smile, like
an understanding one.
yeah, like you thinking back in the past. It's like a weak smile or a sad smile. Like it's a fond memory to think back about Annie, but what happened was horrible. So it's like
big sad.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend that I understand that.
It's not meant to be a sinister way. Jay opens Annie's bedroom door, allowing eunuchs to enter. A painting of Ace, Bonnie, and Annie on the dresser caught eunuch's attention. The doctor lifts up the painting, noticing that their daughter was very much pink. Was very much pink, unlike how Jasper and Casper looks at the moment.
Wait, what?
I guess they meant like a darker pink. I guess Casper and Jasper is a lighter pink right now.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, okay, like maybe shades.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna lose me on that one because I'm not in video games, so I'm gonna like sit here and wait for that to play out.
Huh?
The shades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thank you for the lurk copy 5 hours ago.
Yeah, you're not even streaming anymore. There you are. Your stream keeps cutting in and out, and when I refreshed it last, it wasn't refreshing, so I thought you just quit.
No. My internet's fuck.
You have any more questions? Jay asks as she carefully cradles a handmade doll to their chest. Sorry, she forgot to put the correct pronouns. To their chest. Eunuch shakes her head before giving Jay a sad smile. I'm sorry if I caused any unwanted feelings or memories, but thank you for taking the time to answer them. Eunuch says as she puts down the painting and walks out of the room, Jake following close behind her as she closes the door.
I love you too, Big Oz. Big Oz says he loves us.
We love you! If you have any more specific questions, you might want to ask Ace and Bonnie. Even though she lived in my house, they stayed here to take care of her. For the 7 years we switched places. I lived in Ace and Bonnie's house and they lived here. Jay explains quickly. This made Eunuch pause before looking over. Why didn't you lead with that? I assumed you were the one taking care of Annie, Jay. Eunuch explains as Jay shrugs her shoulders. I never thought of it. I thought people would assume that we would switch places. Sorry for any confusion. Jay immediately apologizes. Jay immediately apologizes, causing the two to share a chuckle as they leave down the stairs. Do you plan to ever put away the children's stuff? Eunuch asks as she opens the front door, about to leave. A sad look fills Jay's eyes as they look towards the living room. I don't know, because the memories are still fresh, even though it's been over. The memories are still fresh, even though it's been over 20 years. Wow! I can do this.
You can do this. I have faith in you.
Jay explains before looking back at the doctor. Maybe one day I can help you put it away. And maybe the memories won't consume you so much. Unix offers, as Jay gives a sad smile and shakes their head. No, I want to do it in my own time. I still want to remember them. Even if it means keeping the toys out. Jay explains as she probably messed up and put, okay, let's just skip to the next one. Yeah, okay. Jay explains as she leads Unix out on their porch. I hope whatever you're trying to look for, you get the answers. But I need to go back inside and cook me some dinner. Jay explains before walking back inside and bidding Unix goodbye.
Still kind of insensitive, Unix.
Listen.
I mean, it's less so. I'm not as up in arms as I was last time.
Really less so.
And this is where Jay starts it and not Unix. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, she could have not asked questions, but then it'd be awkward because then Jay will try to explain it nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, water, dirt.
Yeah. You need better water where you are.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does.
they
It's
do.
just, oh, I do have good water. It's just like some days, no matter what you do, the water or some like all day to day, my milk tastes like dirt. My lemonade tastes like dirt. Everything tastes like dirt. It's just something that happens.
What? You should talk to your doctor
Yeah,
about
that doesn't sound right, Uni. That sounds very concerning, Uni.
It
Great.
happens when my acid act up.
Have you tried those chewable Tums? All I have to do is take one of those and that shit helps. But the chewable ones, not just the regular ones.
I love that the guys in chat are like, that's fine. Nothing wrong with the little dirt.
Oh yeah, it's like once a year it just appears out of nowhere and then goes away.
What the fuck?
That's really fucking weird.
You have seasonal dirt mouth?
Literally though. That's practically what she just told us.
Yep. It's alright, it's seasonal.
It's not seasonal. It happens once a year.
Yeah, that's seasonal.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
yearly.
Unless next year it could happen in like February and then it just doesn't happen at all for the rest of the year. You mean your body has the concept of time to fucking time it? Wild.
Well, it's never like
It is wild.
it happens every day, every year this day. I don't like that.
Damn. Okay then.
Right. Okay, so she never goes to Ace and Bonnie.
Weird. Interesting.
What are you doing here? Unix asks, confused and slightly worried, as Bonnie walks up to the watchtower. I can read.
What do I do with an agent seed? What do you mean? Yeah, bring it to the museum. Do you know where the museum's right here, this place?
Are you playing with sheep?
No, but I'm explaining. You gotta bring it here, into this guy. And then you go up to him, and you give it to him, and he gives you a seed, and then you could plant the seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's expensive fruit, or mission fruit.
Yes.
What are you doing here? Unix asks, confused and worried as she looks at a bunny walking up to town. Because it's my night to watch. Bonnie explains as she sits down beside Unix. Are you sure that's a good idea because your children don't sleep through the night yet? Unix asks as she takes a book from her bag. Well, they seem pretty good at sleeping through the night. But if anything goes wrong, Ace will get... Bonnie replies. This is confusing dialogue. It's not right. Okay, whatever. If anything's wrong, Ace will get me. Bonnie replies as she looks over at Unix. Unix lets go of a sigh before giving a slight nod, knowing that Bonnie is a grown woman and that she can make her own choices.
Finally.
And that Unix is only a doctor can only offer suggestions.
There we go! We're getting somewhere!
Hold on now.
Uh-huh.
I kinda digged asshole Unix though. Because
Well, it's too late.
Well, here's the thing. I think that that's a great opportunity to grow in sensitivity. So, I think that I like that they've been listening, but I think that it would have been a good opportunity to have some character development in Unix, to have them like open up about their trauma and talk about it.
Yeah, then again, but then I don't know what Squirrel's thought process were. Maybe she was upset how she betrayed Unix because she wanted Unix to be this way, and then...
Well, I mean, also, like, even with all that going on, Bonnie was, like, trying to get the truth out of Unix, like, as to her past, and she wasn't budging, so... I don't know.
I think that still stayed, based on this next paragraph. Yeah, a few hours... Oh, almost. You know what? I'm just skipping that whole paragraph I'm on because it's confusing. Because she hasn't deleted correct sentences. So I need to add this one later. Maybe she'll replace the old one. I don't know. A few hours has passed before Bonnie finally speaks up again. I heard you were poking around in my past about my first child, Annie. So I have a question for you. Did you have a child in the past, and is that why you're poking around in mine? Bonnie asks as she looks over at Unix. As she looks over at Unix away from the darkness in front of them.
Bonnie, chill! Damn!
She wasn't even aggressive!
She's like, why? Why are you looking at my shit? Is it because you had a child failure at being a mom-looking ass? Stop looking at my stuff.
Well, I mean, it is kind of insensitive for her to go behind Bonnie's back and, like, ask about our child, so I kind of understand that point of view. But yeah,
but now it's Bonnie doing the thing.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I just watched a man make a hamburger into the bun, and then it was just a really weird, like, he baked a square of hamburger beef so that he could make it into, he cut it in half and made it into, like, a bun for his condiments that go with being a hamburger. It was actually quite upsetting to watch.
That sounds upsetting.
I thought that he was making meatloaf, but he actually just kind of made meatloaf, but he used it as stuff.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan, not gonna lie. Honestly, now I want a burger, but like burger. Anyway.
No, Unix Coley states as she turns the page in her book. The tone of her voice took Bonnie back, as she wasn't expecting her to be so cold since she wasn't being cold all morning. Why do you say no? Why are you being so cold, Bonnie? Why? No, wait, that's flipped around. I read that wrong. I read that backwards. Why are you being
Bonnie,
so cold?
it's because she doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Bonnie begins, but she was quickly cut off by the other. I don't know what you understand. I don't know what you're not getting about no. But in the vault, there's a few different ways to say no. Incorrect, negative, certainly not. Unix explains before looking up from her book.
Damn!
Yeah, no, that's kind of it's kind of rough. Yeah.
Unnecessary.
Yeah.
I just want to know about your past, Bonnie starts. Since
It's not your business, Bonnie.
Since it only seems
Both
fair
of these characters are in the wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bonnie starts. Since you were looking through mine, you were asking questions. I feel like it's only right for me to ask questions. And I don't understand any other way of why you're asking questions about my past if it wasn't for that you had a child. Bonnie,
that's kind of a non-logical conclusion to jump to.
Well, it's there. But then again, I don't know when she edited this. I don't know if she was half awake or not.
Fair.
This made Unix put her book back in her bag before folding her arms. So, instead of saying, hey, you're a doctor, you're only looking for answers, since skin pigment, she ended up dead, and now your child, my sons have skin pigment. Instead, I'm like, hey, this is a doctor looking for evidence. Instead, you immediately go to the first thing of, hey, she has a child, that's why I'm looking. So no, I haven't had a child. No, that's not why I'm looking. And first off, I'm looking for answers. See if I can prevent your son's death. Unix snaps back towards the rabbit.
Yeah, get him, Unix.
No, that's. Oh no, I don't like that.
Causing uncomfortable silence to rest in the air. Bonnie Ace's voice caught Bonnie's attention, making her stand up to look over the railing at her husband. Our sons have woken up and they won't go back to bed. Ace explains, making Bonnie look over at Unix. I have to go. Hopefully you can. What?
You got this, Uni.
Hopefully you can guard the tower? Whatever. I'm going to have to go, blah blah. I got it from here, Unix says, as she looks away from the rabbit, not wishing to look at the other that has upset her. Bonnie races down the steps before walking beside Ace to their home. Did you get any info why she was poking around in her past? Ace asked quietly as he pulls her into his side. Not really. I think I got on her bad side, Bonnie explains, before looking at her shoulder at the watchtower.
enough. That's a great assumption, considering you did.
Alright, this is back to Z. Z blinks a few times before weakly looking over his shoulder to confirm his thoughts. He was between a bear and a fox. Soft hum leaves him as he places his head on the fox's shoulder, and he wonders how he got here, what has happened. He barely remembers anything since Siri's incident. So maybe it's only been a few days. He can't confirm or deny it. A heavy sigh leaves him as he slowly and carefully crawls his way off the bed. When his feet hit the ottoman, he was slightly confused. He carefully
Maneuvers.
Yes, onto the ottoman before getting to his position to stand up. The dead man braces himself as he pushes himself roughly off the ottoman, causing the ottoman to fall on the ground along with him. This caused Mad Dog to wake up due to the crashing and the pain cry that left Z.
My boyfriend!
Z, Mad Dog cries out as the fox quickly jumps out of bed and pulls the man into his lap. This caused Basil to wake up due to Mad Dog shouting. The bear weakly pushes himself off the bed to look down at the other two, before quietly stating, "Your body needs to be retrained to do things like walking again and being slept, like walking again or even standing, due to being asleep for so long. So maybe it'd be best if you stayed in the bed," Basil advised, as he lays back down, too tired to get up.
Great doctor.
The fox too tired. Just goes back to sleep. Hug. Mad Dog picks up Z before quickly pushing him into the middle of the bed. We're going to have a long day ahead of us. Hopefully we have no issues, Mad Dog states with a weak smile before bringing Z closer to him for a cuddle.
Aw. Awesome.
Snuggles.
Snuggles.
When Basil wakes up in the morning, he expresses concerns to Mad Dog, making an assumption that people were going to get way too excited about Z being awake. And Basil would not be far off when his assumptions were right, as irritation built up in him as soon as they left the house. Eno was breaking Z's personal bubble to coo at him like a child and hug him without asking if he wanted to be hugged.
Ew.
Yeah, don't touch my boyfriend, angry face.
Literally.
The fox frowns as he looks over at Basil with irritation. The bear. I'm reading too many sentences at once and I can't look at the one. The bear looks back at the fox before giving him a nod. "Hey, fuck off!" the fox shouts as he gets into Eno's face, making her take a few steps back with her hands in the air. Whoa, calm down, I haven't seen him in months. Eno starts but was quickly cut off by Basil. "A month. Only one. And you didn't give a damn about him then, and you truly don't give a damn now. You're just putting on an act.
Get him.
Since you never visited and you never asked about him, you truly didn't care. So do everyone a favor and shut down the show," Basil states coldly as he moves past the ex-leader to the medical bay. "I didn't know where he was." Eno starts up again, following after Mad Dog and the bear.
You didn't ask. Obviously, they would have told them.
Yeah.
This made the fox quickly spin around to get in her face again, toe to toe with her. The fuck you didn't. You were the first person I told.
Oh shit!
Ace was even behind me when I told you about him. And you said, and I quote, "Seeing him won't do any good, but remind me how useless he was before. And this only makes him useless now. So how about you fuck off so I can take care of him to show him how useful he can be."
Yes, get him!
The fox yelled as he stabs his fingers into her stomach, making her step a few feet back.
Get him.
The fox enters the medical bay before sitting down in front of Z, taking Z's hands into his. Before gently speaking, "Z, you are not useless," despite her saying. "And I know that the quote I said hurt you, but I was just making her remind. I was just making sure she remembers what she said. Me and Basil love you and we will take care of you from here on out. You are not useless. You are very helpful." He reminds as Z tries to push away his tears weakly with his hands. The fox coos softly as he helps Z gets rid of his tears before looking over at Basil as he was setting up a walking I'm pretty sure you misspelled that, whatever. Walking equipment. "We're family, right, Basil?" the fox asked, making the bear look up before giving a small nod with a smile. "We'll always be here for you, despite anyone else saying so." The bear... This is the Basil. I'm going to assume this is the bear. Reminds the miner of Unit 10. End of Chapter 9, Annie. Okay, that's left off weirdly.
Yeah.
I think we can get Chapter 10, but we're not making it to Chapter 11.
We'll try our best.
Wait, why can't we make it to Chapter 11?
Because it's taking me an hour to read each of these chapters.
No.
We have like an hour left until I have to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad.
Unless we skip Chapter 10, where I give you a base sum of what happened in Chapter 10.
I forget what happened though. Well, what are y'all... Wait, let me look at my schedule. What are y'all doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow is Wednesday. I have plans.
Fuck.
I
It's
can give a
Serial
base
Killer
summary.
Wednesday.
Do you want a summary of it?
We have plans, Mangy. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about our plans. What do you mean?
Other
I'm
than-
talking about you and our plans.
Other than that, like stream-wise, I don't have plans. So if we needed to, we could do the next chapter tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also might
Wait,
have
no, I also have therapy. Sorry.
Oh fuck, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I was like,
We'll-
wait, do I have anything else?
We'll figure it out. We'll put something together.
Yeah.
Do you want a summary of Chapter 10?
No, just we can read it. You can read it if you want.
Yeah, we'll try not to speak as much.
Yeah, I just
Be
want to
very
get to
quiet.
Chapter 11, okay?
Okay.
This was mostly... Okay, let me skim through this real quick. Yeah, this is leading up to the blizzard. This is where this ends up in Chapter 11. This is the short one, so maybe I can read this real quick. "How is Z doing?" Bonnie asked as she stood beside Basil while watching Mad Dog help Z walk from one side of the room to the other. "He is doing quite well besides his fear of falling or reverting back to how he was. This book has been good to him. He can talk a decent amount before getting a sore throat and even though he needs a walker, he can walk a few feet without needing help too much. Basil explains with a soft smile before turning to Bonnie how are the little ones he coos as he sees the babies in the sling. They're getting better at sleeping through the night. Besides the pink skin, they're doing quite well. Bonnie replies as she hands him Jasper. Is Ace going to put the swing back up on the tree when they get older? The bear asks as he rocks the baby in his arms. That tree's getting too old. It might not be a good idea to do that. We don't want the branches falling on them. The bunny replies with a grin as she leans against the bear. I want to see the babies. Mad Dog whines as she trots over after placing Z in the wheelchair. I thought you didn't like them, Bonnie teases as she lifts Casper out of his sling. I don't like caring for them, Mad Dog corrects as he rubs the small wolf ears. When they grow in their teeth, it's gonna be a bitch, Mad Dog comments as she pulls away from Casper. Yeah, I'm not ready for that either, Bonnie says with a heavy sigh before giving Z a small smile. Small wave, my god, I can do this. As he wheels over to them, do you want to hold one of them? Bonnie asks sweetly with a soft smile while Z shakes his head. I don't want to drop them. Maybe if I get more strength build up. Then yeah, Z replies quietly as he gives her a smile of reassurance, even though she is still worried about him.
Hi, Lita. Bye, Lita.
Yeah, so she was here too. Hi and bye. Basil hands Jasper back to Bonnie after she places Casper back in his sling. Does anyone know where the rest of the unit is? The bunny asks as she follows them out of the medical bay. Eno avoids Ace like the plague. Nick has been hanging out with Jay more with the livestock and farming, and eunuchs have been leaving the settlement more doing who knows what, Mad Dog replies as he waves at Jay while walking towards the fountain. I asked eunuchs to search for more medical supplies since Eno has went into raid and destroyed half of our storage room. Basil spoke up as he shook his head. What? Bonnie was stunned by this. Why does Ace know? She asks as she looks around the settlement to see if Ace was anywhere near. Yes, Ace knows about her throwing. Yes, Ace was about to throw her out this morning, but if it wasn't for Nick's asking to give her another chance. Basil explains as he sits down in the room in the fountain. Mad Dog shakes his head as he looks over towards Jay before gasping. What? Basil and Bonnie ask in unison as they follow his eyes. Oh my god. Bonnie whispers as they barely see Nick and Jay behind the barn kissing. I thought and Nick was a thing. Bonnie asks in a hushed tone. To no one in particular. Nope, Nick broke it off with a few weeks back. I heard him telling her that he felt something more with someone else. Basil spoke up as he leans against his husband. Now we know that someone is Jay, Mad Dog states as he returns Nick's sheepish wave. And now they know that we know, Bonnie giggled as she waves back them. Ace flops beside Bonnie in the dining hall before laying his upper half on the table. Tired, Bonnie asks as she bends over and starts rubbing his shoulders. Barry, is one hell of a headache, he whines as he closes his eyes. Do you think we need to remove her? Bonnie asks in a hushed tone as she watches walk into the dining hall. If this isn't going to be gone by tomorrow, then yeah, we can't risk any more of her supplies getting ruined or Jay getting stressed because can't seem to let Nick go. The wolf puffs out as he shoots a glare in Eno's way before shutting his eyes again. How much are we down? Bonnie asks as she looks over at the babies, where Basil's caring for them to give Bonnie a moment of peace. That's changed. Medical supplies are bound. Medical supplies are down by half. Are down by over a half. Food supplies are down by a quarter, and everything else is half down. He explains as he sits up with a groan. It's going to be fall soon. The bunny whispers and worry as she watched Nick finally enter the room.
Wait, I thought she said it was gonna be winter soon the last time.
That might have changed. I don't know. I don't know what she had. This was edited yesterday, so she probably edited it. Hey, Nick greets us with a grin as he leans against the bar as Jay walks over. Hey yourself, Mr. Jay jokes as they lean against the other side. When will you be able to eat? Nick asks quietly as he takes a seat on one of the bar stools. After I finish Ace's meal along with Bonnie's, they wanted to wait together to eat. Jay explains as they give Bonnie a soft smile before looking back at Nick. I also wish the same. I want to wait to eat until you already eat. Nick explains as he smiles at them. Jay laughs as they pull away from them. Okay, do you want your usual or something light? The slime asks before bursting into giggles again as Nick blows them a kiss. The usual with a side of kisses, please. He teases with a grin before jumping into seat when he hears the door of the dining hall slam shut, looking over his shoulder before noticing Eno was the one that is gone. Bonnie laid her sons in their bassinets before looking over at Ace. I hate to say it, but Eno needs to go. She's causing unwanted stress to everybody. I know she's going through a lot of emotions, but it doesn't justify destroying our rations or supplies. And it certainly doesn't justify stalking. Okay. That took a minute. And it certainly doesn't justify stalking Nick while he is with Jay. Bonnie speaks up after her thoughts felt too loud in her mind. Ace looks up from his book with confusion after a few seconds from realizing what his wife is talking about. Okay, I'll do it in the morning, Ace replies as he opens his arm up. As he opens his right arm up for his wife to get under to lean against him. Just like that, Bonnie asked, making Ace smile before confirming. Just like that. It doesn't take a genius to realize Ace and Bonnie felt the same for Eno. They understood that losing so many people on such a short notice was tragic, but there was healthier ways of getting out the anger. You can't do this, and you won't do it. Eno states as she stood in the doorway before Ace. I can and I am, and it has been decided that since you can't keep yourself together or let your anger out in a safer manner, then you need to go. You cost us months of food, and you destroy medical supplies and cost us to send someone out to restore them. Ace explains as he folds his arm in annoyance. Eno frowns as she looks back into her home before back at him. We can do this nice way where you pick up your stuff and you leave by noon, or we can do it the mean way, where I throw your ass out regardless if you have your shit packed or not. Ace states with a glare as since he was done being the nice guy. He was done giving chances when he knew and people in his settlement knew that the person wouldn't change. Eno furrows her brows before glaring at him. What I learned about you, Ace, is that you won't do it. You won't touch me. You are all bark. Eno says before slamming her door shut and locking it. It all happened too quickly for her. The door slamming into her wall. Her being dragged out of her home and being thrown outside the gate. She was baffled. Ace never did this before. He was always bark and no bite. But it was proven wrong today. You made your choice and if I ever see you near my settlement again, It will be on sight. No mercy. Ace states coldly before shutting the gates behind him and walking home. Okay, yeah, she took stuff out. Basil frowns as he holds out his hand, watching the snow fall into his palm before melting away quickly. This made his worries start to rise. He turned away from his home and made his way to Ace's, his paws slamming against the door before it opened seconds later. Basil, what's wrong? Bonnie asked in confusion before staring past his shoulder to the sky, snowing. Basil and Bonnie both said in unison. Before Basil watched Bonnie rush back inside to get Ace, and Basil rushed off to Jay's house. Bonnie shakes Ace's shoulder. What? Ace calls out as he rolls onto his back in mild annoyance. It's snowing and it's dropping fast. Bonnie announced in fear as she looks out the window before her sons. Ace crawled out of bed and rushed to the door before coming back to Bonnie. I'm going to help the others get everything sheltered and wood. Are you okay staying here and watching out for the boys? Ace asks as he pulls on his shoes and coat. Yes, go quickly and make sure you get home before you get caught in the blizzard, Jay says before pushing him out the door. Why is it snowing? Jay asked no one as they met up with Ace down the path. Weather has been too calm the past month. We knew something big would happen, we just didn't know when, Nick replies as he rushes over to the animals and Jay rushes over to the farms, hoping to put away the animals and put away any foods that have been sprouted. Ace left with Mad Dog and Yunks to get wood as much as possible for the storm said otherwise. Three hours of cutting down trees and loading up their sleds as the snow piled up and the temperature dropped frequently. We need to head back now, Eunice called out, noticing the wind picking up and the blizzards as she noticed the wind started picking up and noticing the blizzard isn't too far behind. Ace, you need to lead, Mad Dog states as he straps the wood and his axe and the sled. Ace nods as he starts pulling his sled and heading up the mountain. Z looks over his shoulder before a shiver runs down his spine due to the cold getting past the closed curtain. Mad Dog will be in here in a few, Basil calls out as he slams the door shut and takes off his shoes before entering the small living room. Where'd he go? Why is it so cold? Z asked softly with concern as he watches the bear sit down beside him. He went to get wood and winter has hit us quite early. That is totally early. Basil explains as he leans back and turns the radio around before turning it on to see what is happening around the world. The door to Bonnie's home slams open as Ace stumbles in. It's not letting up. Bonnie asks in worry as she slams the door shut against the rough wind. The little bit of wood warming up their home as Ace drops a blanket down onto the sofa along with supplies before shoving some wood underneath the stove. Is everyone safe? She asked another question as Ace sits in front of the stove trying to warm up. Everyone inside, we all have food to last until it's over. Eunice is staying in a dining hall just in case we need anything from it. Ace explains before flopping down on the couch after getting up from the stove. Oh, okay. And chapter 10, worry. She changed it.
Wait, that was the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if I can read all chapter 1 in 1 hour.
You can try.
I can try.
Trying!
We are survivors. Chapter 11, realization. Bonnie watches her husband cradle her sons as she cooks in the kitchen. A smile rests on her lips as she turns to open the fridge door before frowning a bit. Ace, can you radio Unix and see if she can bring us another food box? Bonnie asks as she closes the fridge and turns off the stove. Yeah, is there anything particular you want? Ace asks as he sells his last 6 months. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, he asks as he sells his 6-month-old son down into the bassinet. Milk, I need it for the baby food. Bonnie answers as she walks over to her sons. Ace picks up the walkie-talkie as he walks up to his window to see how bad it was outside. Oh, can you ask her to bring one too? We only have 5 left. Bonnie asks after the corner of her eye caught the light underneath the stove. Definitely. Hopefully she can get out. Ace states as he realizes the blizzard is back again. The blizzard has been keeping them stuck for 5 months now. For about 3 weeks, the blizzard would stay before disappearing for 1 week. Unix Ace radios. He waits for a few seconds before repeating himself. I'm here. I apologize. I was in the food storage. Unix finally radios over. What do you need? The dark brunette asks as she pulls over a food cart to start packing Basil's request. Can you bring us some milk along with a food crate and wood? Ace asks as he looks over to his wife to confirm the request, which she nods to. Ace looks down at the walkie-talkie after a few seconds have passed and there was no response. Milk! Unix's voice came through, a static-like making. Ace furrows his brows. You aren't getting through. Ace radios over, but this time all he got was static, which made him frown as he looks over at Bonnie. Hopefully she heard you, Bonnie speaks up as she scoots over to make room on the couch. I hope so too, Ace whispers as he sits down behind her as she looks out the window. Oh my god. I need water, hold up.
You're good, Wawa is needed.
Yeah. The Wawa still tastes horrible. Unix let out a frustrated sigh as she grabs one food box and a wood pack carrier. She wasn't angry that she was helping the other. She was angry that the walkie-talkie and the radio. It was exhausting going weeks without hearing anyone, and it was frustrating not talking to him just as long. She stacked the food boxes on top of one another before strapping the pack on her back before lifting the boxes and heading it towards the entry. The dark brunette grits her teeth for a second before letting out a strained breath as she treads through the snow as fast as she could. Unix kicks the door of Basil's home as she looks over her shoulder, but not much was able to be seen due to the blizzard. Thank you, Basil calls out into the wind, pulling Unix from her thoughts as she looks back over to the bear. The top one is yours, Unix says as Basil carefully takes it out of her arms before bidding her goodbye as he shuts the door and walking further in his home. Mad Dog, you're not supposed to be laying on him, Basil announced as he looks over to the couch, seeing the fox laying full body over the human. He said he was cold, the fox retorted as Z weakly whines. This is not what I meant. This is when I said come lay on me. I wanted to cuddle, Z cries out as the hybrid laughs in response. Should have said cuddle then. Mad Dog teases as he gets up to allow Z to move around into a comfortable position before cuddling to the human side.
Awesome.
Bonnie rushes over to the door when she hears Nick's kicking it. Milk, Bonnie. Bonnie asks as she allows the woman inside. I told you last week that you got the last milk. Eunuch states as she sets the food box on the empty couch before taking off the pack and setting it in front of it and turning around to face Bonnie. Is there something wrong with our cow? Bonnie asks as confusion fills her as confusion fills her while she puts away the food. The animals hardly have any food left, so they went into survival mode. Eunuch explains that she rubs her hands together for some more warmth. How much do you think they have left? How much do you think they have to last them? My God. Ace asks tiredly as he places his arm over his eyes. Maybe a week. Eunuch replies as he looks over as she looks out the window after hearing something crash. Maybe I need to slow down. Ace pulls himself up as the sound of crashing got more frequent. See anything? The fox asks as he steps beside her to look out the window. No, Eunuch states in almost frustration as she walks over to the door. I'll go investigate, she states as she leaves out the door quickly. Ace looks over at Bonnie, worriedly covering his face as he walks up to her. What got you all worried? Bonnie asks while she closes the door before looking at him. Basil Eunuch might be right, Ace states as he pulled her into his arm. We can't leave Rosabelle, Ace. This is our home and how we're going to travel with our sons. Bonnie worriedly expresses as she leans her head against his shoulder. The doctors finished creating a bassinet pack that should protect them from the cold for a good while. Ace recalls as she looks over at his sons. I know, but it's not tested, and I don't want our sons to be the testers. Bonnie explains, resulting in a hum from Ace as he feels the same, but he knows as well as Bonnie that if something happens, they have no choice. Jay jogs down the stairs as rapid knocking doesn't stop as they round the corner. Nick was opening the door. Pack your bags, we gotta go. Eunuch yells, cutting Nick off before turning around and rushing off to another home. Oh my goodness. Jay and Nick share a look before Nick closes the door. Confusion of noises leave Nick as he tries to understand what is happening.
Girl, same, Nick.
Nick, Jay calls out as they shake Nick. The tall man looks down at Jay in confusion again. As his eyes focus again. We need to pack, grab one bag and only get what we need to survive. Jay orders as they pull away and run up the stairs, leaving Nick to slowly build up in speed as he grabs a pack and starts packing anything that would help them against the cold. The door opening made Mad Dog. I always call you Nab June.
What the?
Mad Dog jumped from the couch, grabbing his sword as he stood in front of the curtains that hid the front door. You need a pack. I need the bassinet packs. The eunuch's voice fills the house, causing everyone to relax as she finally pulls back the curtain. Her eyebrow raises at the sight of the sword before looking at Mad Dog. What is going on? Basil asks after a few seconds have passed, getting up from the couch as she shakes. Wow, I need to slow down. as he shakes Z awake, causing the younger man to whine in mild annoyance. A snow tornado is heading our way. The smaller buildings are already ripping apart due to the wind. Unix explains quickly as she grabs the bassinet patch from Mad Dog. A tornado in this weather? Mad Dog queries as he looks up at her in confusion. They are rare, but the weather made it possible for one to appear, Basil states as he starts packing a bag. Start packing, Unix make sure Bonnie and Ace knows how to safely put their sons inside. Basil yells as Unix leaves out the door quickly. How do you place your son into the pack bassinets? Unix yells as she slams their front door open and slamming it behind her as Jace wow! It's not Ace anymore, it's Jace.
No, my name.
As Ace and Bonnie looks up in confusion. Why? Ace asks as Bonnie quickly stumbles out of the bed as Unix moves stuff off their dresser to make room for the mobile bassinets. A snow tornado is heading our way. Unix explains as he starts lying a blanket in one of the bassinets before the other. There is a second pack on the ground. Fill it up with anything to help with your sons and Bonnie. The others are filling theirs with anything that helps with surviving the cold. Unix spoke with a few moments has passed. Ace picks the bag up as Bonnie carefully settles Casper into the first back. I need to slow down, but I'm not.
Yeah.
She settles Casper into the basket that is lined with a blanket before doing the same with Jasper. Now you both will have to carry your sons. I will carry both the packs. Unix states as she pulls on her medical bag before pulling the shoulder. Oh, a shoulder bag for the baby. Okay. Before pulls the shoulder baby bag on. Still on page 445. The dark brunette helps the two pull on their coats and helps lift the bassinets on their backs before grabbing a lantern and opening the door. The front door slams open into the wall, causing the door to crack. Unix holds up her arm to help break the wind from her face as she trots into the snow. She waits a few feet outside before following behind the two parents to make sure they don't fall or get lost as they head towards the gate. Bonnie reaches over and grabs Ace's hand. Worry rushes through them as they hope their sons stay warm enough to travel, but fear quickly overcomes as the dining hall crumbles in front of them, almost effortlessly due to the wind. Unix pulls them back quickly to her as she stabilizes them away from the crash to help prevent any foreign objects protruding? I guess. Hitting their bodies or their babies. After the strong gust of wind passed, Unix starts pulling them towards the gate again. It took roughly 20 minutes in the weather to get to the gate, where the others hold their lanterns and huddle against one another. Let's go, Basil yells out. But the wind greatly muffled his voice, but Unix nods in understanding, seeing him wave them towards the gate. Unix made sure the parents were between Basil and her as they scaled down the mountain. Mad Dog was leading with Z right behind him as they test the path in front of them to make sure it was easiest and safest for Ace and Bonnie. Jay and Nick trails behind them, just in case the parents need their help along with the doctor. It was probably some hours before they safely got off the mountain, but the winds were getting powerful enough to push them off their feet. Seeing the doctors had to stabilize the parents a few times and see falling due to the strength. Due to that, Mad Dog holds Z close to them as they lead. The fox looks behind him when Z and him stands at the edge of the woods, making sure no one loses sight of him as Z buries his face into his shoulder. Z's nose and cheeks were showing early signs of frostbite, but the sheriff was nowhere in sight for them to treat him or anyone else. Once the group caught up and entered the dense woods, they were a little happy that the trees broke the roar of the wind and the strength of it, but the bite of the cold was still painful. Give me a moment, I need to breathe.
Also, you said like 4 times that you needed to slow down, and then you didn't slow down.
I know, I'm trying to, because it's already page 5 and it's been already 30 minutes. I want to get you out here in 30 minutes instead of holding you for 30 minutes.
I mean, fair.
Gas filled the air as snow slowly fills every. Wait, Mangy, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. I was like, shit, if Mangy not here, he's gonna be confused. Gas filled the air as snow slowly fills everyone's line of sight, blinding everyone as they hold their arms out and attempt to grab on someone near them. Jay and Nick immediately settled down in the snow, worried they would get lost as they haul into each other's arms. Mad Dog pulls Z close to him, holding him by his waist as they turn around and walk to where the group was behind them as they call out, but the howling winds that used to break due to the trees were amplified by them, successfully drowning out their shouts in hopes to know where their friends and family were. Yunks holds Bonnie's hand as the dark brunette searches for Ace. She was confused as the fox. The what?
Speciesist.
Was just inches from her, and now she can't seem to find. What were you gonna say, Mangy?
I said pissed.
Her heart was pounding. Her heart pounds in her chest as worry rushes through her. She makes a promise to herself to keep the Rosabelle cellars safe, like they did with her, but she already lost the leader of Rosabelle. Basil trots through the snow as she calls out for his lovers, but it does nothing as his words are swept away in the wind. The snow making it impossible to see the trees as he carefully moves his arms around in front of him and helps him grab him onto one of the people he knows. Ace holds Jess between him and the tree to prevent most of the wind and the cold seeping into the blanket as his son cries. Warring of fear sinks into Ace's bones as he calls out for Bonnie, and Bonnie dead in the wind. Oh, as he calls for Bonnie die in the wind. Okay. That makes more sense.
Scaring me.
It felt like hours has passed before Ace could finally see properly, and he instantly wished he stayed blinded for a little bit longer as he recognized an oversized, lengthy Wolverine rushing in his direction.
Oh shit. Those guys don't fuck around. We're gonna die.
Yo, at least we're together.
He didn't have many options since he had a baby in his arm.
Throw the baby at it! This is why I'm not a good parent.
Yo.
Buy yourself some Prime!
Fuck!
That's so funny. Ace behind me, Eunice calls out, causing Ace to look behind him. His legs moved before his mind even processed what she said.
He threw the baby.
Did it?
Bonnie grabs Ace's arm and pulls him towards where Mad Dog and Z and everyone else was waiting for them.
Me, my boyfriend, my bad.
Bonnie didn't want to leave Unix behind, but Unix reminded her that her sons come first. Whereas Basil calls out when he sees everyone in sight before him as he trots over. Almost everyone in sight before him as he trots over. She is fighting a beast. She told us to run, Bonnie yells as she rushes towards them. Basil, Mad Dog calls out but was cut off. Go, I got them, Basil responds, knowing Mad Dog wanted to help Unix. Over here, I need help. Jay's voice caused Mad Dog to halt in his movement. He wanted to help Unix. He knew that Unix would need help against this beast. But his friend was calling out to him. In Dilemma, the fox shakes his head before quietly apologizing to Unix in his mind as he rushes over to where Jay's voice was calling out to them. Mad Dog and Jay called out to each other for 10 minutes before the fox finally saw them. He took in the sight. Jay was against the tree as Nick's body leans against theirs. A tree branch pierced through his right shoulder and into the tree behind Jay. It was keeping him in place and making it dangerous for Jay to move because if they did, they would indirectly hurt Nick. Even though they were slime, it would be dangerous to liquefy in this weather, so there was no safe place close enough for a campfire to warm them up. Several footsteps sound behind Mad Dog, making him look over his shoulder, his stomach drop. Everyone was with him, no one was with Unix. Basil, he's bleeding a lot, Jay calls out as they look over Nick's shoulder. The movement causes Nick to cry out, and soon after, much louder footsteps were heading in the direction. Basil worked quickly, Mad Dog demands, as Basil rushed past him while he pulls out a crossbow along with Ace. After the wolf handed his son to Z. Z huddles close to Bonnie as they move over to a large tree to keep out of the way and out of Mia's sight. Basil carefully holds the branch from behind Nick before slipping a hand between him and the tree. I hate to say this, but this is going to hurt, so take a deep breath and try not to scream. The bear warns as he watches Nick take a few deep... I ain't going to take a fucking water break. Dirt. As he watches Nick take a few deep breaths before giving him a nod, as he places his hands over his mouth, knowing he couldn't prevent a scream. Basil tightens his grip before yanking back, causing Nick and him to stumble, but Basil quickly steadies them as he holds Nick to his side. We can't remove the branch until we find shelter. Are you okay to walk for now? Basil asks as he swaps spots with Jay so they could be Nick's crutch. Yeah, Nick whispers as heavy breathing left him as he leans against the slime. Alright, it's page 6. Do we want to talk?
I don't know. I don't really have much to add, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I'm interested.
Okay.
That is all.
No comments. Alright.
Oh, I have a comment.
Uh-huh.
My hand hurts, like, pretty bad, and I don't know what I did to it. Like, I've just been sitting here.
What were you doing previously?
Scratching my back.
Can't take anything.
That's why.
Oh, wait. You're right. Maybe I should take my medication.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you to get back if you want to go get it.
It's at my desk.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Uh-huh.
I'm here.
Alright. Where's my chip lap stick thing?
Chapstick?
Yeah.
I got you.
I need to get a new one. My last one's like literally almost gone. Like it's pushed all the way to the top. Okay. Fuck, Ace exclaims as a massive Wolverine finally enters the opening. Eunuch's body between his jaws. Between its jaws. The beast drops the body before charging towards Ace and Mad Dog. Bolts pierce into the monster's fur, but it does nothing to slow it down. The canines jump out of the way in the last second, causing the Wolverine to crash into some trees behind them. Aim for the eyes, Ace yells out as he lowers his crossbow again as the beast gets up. The wolf levels his crossbow as the beast charges into his direction. Ace fires the bolt as he hears Mad Dog's crossbow fire at the same time. The wolf pushes himself off the ground as the beast tumbles as it howls in pain. Ace's body slams into Mad Dog's, causing the fox to yelp in confusion, but Ace quickly places a hand over Mad Dog's muzzle and places a finger to his own lips before removing both his hands.
Yeah. He fucking shushed me.
I did shush you. I apologize.
You fucking shushed me, you dick.
Sorry.
The two stay still as the Wolverine climbs back onto his feet. The beast growls and snarls as it blindly searches its surroundings. Time felt still as everyone held their breath, quietly watching the creature move slowly away from them. Painfully, slowly. Ace moves up as he... Painfully slow, Ace moves up as he could no longer see the beast. Ace rushes towards his lover and Z. How are the babies? Why are they so quiet? Ace asks as Bonnie finally realized how quiet everything was. They quickly remove the helm and the hood of the blanket from the twins. Basil, they're purple! Bonnie calls out as tears well up in her eyes, clouding her vision. We need shelter and a campfire. For now, take the snap bag from my pack and use them to warm them up. Basil shouts as he trots towards Eunuch's body. As Mad Dog...
I'm so sorry to interrupt. I forgot for a second that purple babies means dead babies. And so I was, oh man, I'm a robot.
No, well, no.
I was confused. I was like, what? Yeah,
Well,
of course they're purple, they're pink, but then I was like, wait.
Yeah. No, I had the same reaction. It's totally fine. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard me laugh, but I laughed when they said that they were purple, and then I was like, wait, no, that's fucked up, don't laugh! I'm sorry for laughing at your dead babies.
They're not dead, but thank you.
Yeah, they're not allowed to die. Not yet, at least.
Ah!
As he trots towards Eunuch's body, as Mad Dog opens Basil's bag, the fox pulls out tight fibered packets before snapping the material inside, causing the packets to heat up and handing it to the parents. Basil grimaces as he searches Unix's body, or pulling her body carefully as he could onto his back. The fox tilts his head quizzically as he watches Basil head his direction, for a loud cry forces him to cover his ears as he looks back towards Ace and Bonnie in relief. Relief rushes through the group as the twins cry. Let's get moving and find shelter before we actually lose somebody, Ace announced as Ace announces as he stands up before looking over at Basil in sadness. Basil, I hate to say this, but they're dead. You can't carry dead weight with us.
What? What?
I think they mean Unix.
Yeah.
Unix died?
No. But that's the assumption.
Ace carefully states, but the bear shakes his head. They
What?
aren't. They aren't dead until they are warm and dead, Ace. Basil shot back as he carefully leans down and grabs his bag before straightening up again. Ace opened his mouth again, but Mad Dog waves him off, causing him to shut up, acknowledging that this is the fight that he won't win with the doctor. Okay, now do you have a question, Mad Dog? I want to finish that paragraph before I start. Mangy, not Mad.
Same difference at this point.
What? I've got no internet. My internet is dying.
No. Frustration.
Ah! I know. I
don't
heard
think they
Mangy, not Mad Dog, and then they disappeared.
Oh yeah, Uni was just asking you if you have any questions or comments.
I finished the paragraph that I asked.
I have questions, but I'm gonna wait and see if they get answered.
Fair.
Alright. Z held Casper close to his chest and hopes to keep the little one a bit more warmer as he falls close behind Bonnie. Mad Dog leaves the front as he trots several hundred feet before them to scan for shelter and wait for them to catch up before doing it all over again. It would take roughly an hour before Mad Dog finds a stone radio tower. Shelter, the fox calls out, making the group speed up. It has stairs, be careful walking up. Basil warns them, hoping they will keep the warning in the back of their minds due to already having so many people down. Ace and Mad Dog scale the stairs first to make sure it was safe. Mad Dog, hold on, my glasses are something on it. There you go. Mad Dog looks over at Ace before testing the doorknob. The fox growls in frustration as the door didn't bother to budge. Ace looks behind him as he carefully turns on the deck before forcing the wooden window open. The fox carefully looks inside, but he sees no sign of life inside. Abandoned, Ace announces as he switches spots with Mad Dog. The fox quickly climbs inside before letting out a yelp. Are you okay? Ace asks worriedly as he moves over to the window. Fine, I fell. Mad Dog replies as he pushes himself off the ground before dusting himself off.
Sounds like me.
Fine, I fell, that's all.
What?
Sorry to repeat that sentence, so I found it funny. The fox turns towards the door. No locks or bars, so it was ice shut from the other side. It's ice! Mad Dog announced as Ace lets out a annoyed side. Annoyed noise. Can you kick it from the inside? The wolf asks. He looks down at the group. Definitely. I'll work on the door if you want to help the others up. The fox states before he starts kicking the door after Ace hums in agreement before walking down the stairs to make sure. Whatever, moving on. Mad Dog is working on a door. We should start heading up. Ace calls out. He reaches for Bonnie. Mad Dog let out a sign of excitement as the door swings open. He turns around, letting the light fill out in the small stone room before realizing all that was inside was a table with a chair and nothing else. Is the coast clear? Bonnie's voice. Bonnie, oh my god. I'm just having a day. Bonnie's voice made him give her a thumbs up as he took off his pack to get some more light into the room. Based on the snow on the floor and the hole in the ceiling, and plus the roof, it's safe to start a fire. Z announces as he enters the room, causing the other two to finally realize there was snow in the middle of the room. Z's hands his bag to Mad Dog as he settles down at Bonnie's feet as he cradles a second twin in his arms a little tighter. The fox removes the snow quickly and starts making sure the hole wasn't obstructed in any way for setting up a campfire. Bring Nick over here. Bonnie calls Jay over as she gets up from the seat, causing Z to follow the rabbit. Jay moves the wobbly Nick over to them before carefully as they could settle him down in the chair. I heard Nick whispers as his head falls back. He feels horrible. I know, baby. Basil will help you feel better. Jay whispers as they run their hand through the man's hair and hopes to comfort him as they watch Basil follow behind Ace entering the room. Ace closes the door behind Basil before walking over to Mad Dog to help with the campfire. Let me see the boys, Basil orders as he walks over to Bonnie and Z. Bonnie hands him Casper first.
Bonnie's like, oh, you want to see my child? And Basil's like, no. The boys.
Bonnie gives Basil a smile as he happily returns them. They are fine despite everything that has happened, Bonnie. Give me the packets. Get your sons by the fire and feed them, Basil states as he takes the Hot Pockets from Bonnie before placing it in his bag. The bear turns to Nick and Jay. A frown settles on his lips as he knows Nick barely conscious. Give me a second. I need water. And I'm hoping that another fresh water cup is what is needed. Yeah. Look. Okay, it was just my bottle that was causing the gross taste.
Oh, well, that's good at least.
Yes.
I mean, gross that you were drinking from it, but good that it's not just your water.
Well, only thing that was in that bottle, which I was drank hours before the stream, was Kool-Aid in it.
That's weird.
So, yeah. Where was was I? Frown cells and knows Nick is very conscious. Basil, is there anything I can do to help? Ace asks as the fire starts to roar to life. Can you start warming Unix up and doing CPR? Basil asks as he empties out the bag before grabbing a small handsaw. Basil, Ace starts, but is taken back as the bear turns towards him, tears evident in the bigger man's eyes. Ace, I get it. You don't like her. You don't like how she acts. But how she acts, you don't like how she acts, you don't like what she does, but that woman just fought to protect us. Every second we take up to debate if she's dead or not takes time away from saving her if she's still alive in there.
Damn, I don't think I'm that cold-hearted. Fuck.
Well, let's see. Your character has little to no medical knowledge. So but I
don't know. From a realistic standpoint, I wouldn't want any of you to die, and I'd want to do as much as we could, no matter, like, you know, my knowledge or not.
Also, your character isn't fully based on you.
I know, but it's still, like, makes me sad.
Basil snaps. Mad Dog gently places a hand on the bear's arm, but the bear pulls away. If you don't want to help me, then help. If you don't want to help me, then help your fucking wife. The bear growls out before turning towards Nick. The silence in the air was awkward and deafening.
Damn.
Rude. Okay. The slime holds Nick as the man screams in pain while Basil pulls out the rest of the branch before setting it on the table. Can you get my sewing kit? Basil asks Jay as he eyes the 1x4 inch hole? No. 1/4 inch hole in Nick's shoulder. That's a decent sized hole. And that's through and through. You can't show that shut. Oh well, she doesn't have that much medical knowledge. Oh well. In Nick's shoulder. Basil. Mad Dog calls out in surprise as he pulls away from Unix. Her chest moving under his hands in the midst of doing CPR caught him off guard. The bear looks over his shoulder before a grin appears, warm and alive. Basil states happily as he takes the sewing kit from Jay. Mad, do what you can do. Do what you can confidently do. If she becomes conscious, make sure you keep your hands off to refrain from causing any more unwanted damage. The doctor explains as he sews Nick's wounds after cleaning it the best he could, as the man takes deep breath through gritted teeth. Mad Dog frowns as he looks at her clothes before looking at Basil. What? Basil asks as he bandages Nick's shoulder before moving out of the way as Jay could help them pull their upper clothes back on. Why was that so difficult? I don't feel comfortable removing her clothes, and we have no clothes to spare for her to wear. Mad Dog expresses his concerns and uncomfortability as his husband walks over. Alright, I want to stop right here for a second to ask you a question, Ace. Star?
Yes.
Confused, who are we asking?
It's Star.
Me.
Alistair.
Yes.
It's almost 7. Do you want to...
I would like to pause on this.
Okay, I was gonna say, would you like to extend 30 minutes and see if we can make it? Or just...
No, I like to pause. If that's okay with Mangus.
Yeah, that's totally fine with me as long as we can talk to each other for the next 2 minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
5 minutes for me, but yeah.
Why? What you got on your mind, little buddy?
Oh, never mind. The dark takes it back.
Well, I'm at 2 hours and 58 minutes.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see who to raid. Probably Gelatin, because Gelatin.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna raid Jelly.
Me too. Wow. Is it Jelly Bun underscore? I always forget where the underscore is. Yes. Okay. I'm loving the story so far, by the way.
Me too.
I think it's interesting that she did a lot of edits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she also might turn him back. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
Like right now, she's editing. She's messing with the future story, the beginning stories. Like we need to do like one big stream where I read from the very beginning to the end. There you go. There would be my marathon, or not my marathon, my 24-hour stream.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it'll take a damn hour to read all of them.
Probably.
And then if I do stream tomorrow, I'll be making a fox.
Ooh.
Because-
Megas.
Yeah, I paid for that fox.
Yeah, Mingus wants to be made a fox. And then after that I'll make the Rosabelle residence, which means all of you guys. So
Okay,
but
everyone.
let's trade out.
I'm going to thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I had so much fun. As for tomorrow's stream, I don't know what I'm doing, so we'll see. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna send you guys over to Jelly, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye!